Recording in
All right.
progress. All right. So
Official, everybody be cool now.
everybody like, all right, just chill.
No
All
more
right.
guilt themed parties.
So we're back. We're back on this promontory by the Soul Foundry, as you guys have been for a couple of sessions now, fighting the various creatures that have materialized and are drawn to the attack. Among these creatures was an undead version of the Great Silver Dragon Terendelev, who saved you in the first book from certain death,
falling to our death.
falling hundreds of feet to your death, saved you at the cost of his own life, or at least theoretically his own life. You'll remember as you guys
He was already dying.
were running away through the undergrowth. You would have heard that. Or I think if I recall correctly, you saw Korramzedah actually behead Terendelev as they fought. I believe you saw that before you entered into the depths of the earth underneath that city. Now, well over a year later, as you've fought various things and traversed incredible challenges, you find yourself near Terendelev again, only this time a much changed Terendelev.
Not as nice.
The first one was nice. Yeah, the next one, not as nice. So in this case, so the fight is right. So right now, there's a couple of things going on. First, Terendelev has taken off. You can see that blue arrow that has sort of gone off into the distance to the left there. What you guys have seen, and as it's sort of off screen, is Terendelev actually lifted off from the cliff area out over the abyss of the abyssal rift, and is moving very quickly in a big sort of circular motion to come around behind you and essentially look at coming back towards this promontory from the northeast, which, from a strategic standpoint, puts you guys at a little bit of a disadvantage. One, Terendelev is very large. Two, does not seem at all inclined to help you again at this late day and age. And third, behind you to your southwest is essentially an enormous canyon. If Terendelev, for example, were able to grab one of you, fly out over that canyon, and drop you, especially those of you who are not currently flying, that would be bad. That would be troublesome.
Besides, me doesn't fly now. It seems like everybody and their brother flies these days.
Well, it looks like.
I don't fly.
I mean, if we're looking at I don't think Gato doesn't fly. Gato, do you fly?
Dan just snaps off limbs of creatures and snaps it to his own body.
Farotto's not flying.
Farotto's not flying. Farotto, can you fly?
I got a feather step. I can feather step.
Okay, well, that's pretty decent. But everybody else is actually in the air. So Bardos, Lothar, and Fletcher, and Storm are all flying around above the thing, while the rest of you continue to be
Storm's old school though.
I'm sorry. Well, Storm's doing it old school. Well, Storm's carrying you too, so you are actually on Storm. And so a couple of things happened last time towards the end. One, Flashheart, if you look at the turn order, you have basically got reserved there. You're waiting for Talent. It's going to be a long night if I'm already slurring my words. You're waiting for Terendelev to come back. You've prepped a smite. And you're essentially standing there in the middle of the plaza. I'm assuming as making yourself as prime a target as you can for Terendelev. The idea being that you will guard the party from the bad part of that is you do not fly. So if Terendelev grabs you, and Terendelev's huge and is moving super fast, so it may not even have to grab you. It may just need to bonk you, and off you go flying into what could be an essentially bottomless canyon. That wouldn't necessarily be great. So the Terendelev's doing that. Fletcher, you just dispatched that big fire creature who swore revenge as he was winking out into, one assumes, back to the plane of fire.
Get in line, buddy.
He did, yeah. There's still one salamander who seems beset by a giant ape, which appeared apparently out of nowhere after a series of giant apes. And this salamander still seems kerfuffled by the idea that these apes are just appearing out of nowhere, and arrows seem to go right through them. They find it difficult to make their wisdom saves. And make these illusionary apes that Gato is doing go away. So there's that. So there's still one salamander kind of cooking around. There's also a purple flying ooze creature that has sort of cupped Storm. This is going to sound really dirty. Sort of cupped Storm and Illendar. Because what happened was Storm and Illendar flew up from the ground and attacked this creature that was floating over towards Fletcher, and hit it so hard that essentially it's an amorphous creature, though. So they basically, it's like, have you ever taken a ball of dough and punched it and your hand kind of goes in it, but the dough kind of goes around your hand? That's largely what happened. So now you guys are sort of surrounded by this creature, and trying to, you delivered a pretty big punch, but it's now sort of like on top of you, which is not so great for Illendar, perhaps. The good news in that is that this creature does not seem to be acidic in any way, like many oozes are. But that's small comfort, I would think. Gato, you're keeping the you're with your illusionary apes. You've done a pretty successful job of keeping the salamanders from firing arrows at the rest of the party. I think that's a good use of your powers. You were very briefly blinded by a flash of light from the.
I'm not blind anymore.
You're not blind anymore. There was a little bit of a back and forth between you and Lothar, because Lothar was going to help you, but he wanted you to convert and renounce your evil ways and convert to the ways of the God of nature. You said yes, absolutely, I will do that, and then you said no, I don't do that. So there was a bit of a bait and switch there, but.
I don't remember him saying I had to convert. I just had to repent, and I fully said I repent.
You didn't really clarify what you were repenting for, though.
There's so much. You want it alphabetically or by priority order, or what are you looking for here?
It's like in order of criminal charge seriousness. Is that what we're?
Yeah. You want a chronological or alphabetical?
Did you guys ever watch a show called The Shield? With Michael Chiklis?
Oh,
cop show?
Weird show. Yeah. That was before Breaking Bad. It was the Breaking Bad of its time.
It was the Breaking Bad of its time. It was a great show, great cop show. But he gets so he's like this dirty cop. He commits all these crimes. He's murdered people, all this stuff. And so they basically want to use him for state's evidence. But he through his lawyer, he demands immunity, and they're willing to give him immunity for all his crimes. But he has to tell them the crimes. There's this great part where he resigns himself to sort of confessing to everything that he's done, and they have this time slip, and you see the federal agents on the other side of the table just like when he after he's confessed to all these crimes, then now they're entered in the record, and he has now gotten federal immunity for all of them, and his murders and all this kind of stuff. And they're just like, how did we get to this point? It was great, a great scene. So that you guys are doing that. Lothar, you are flying. You are actually using your
angelic aspect.
And where are your wings, buddy? I see them, but
no, they're probably on the wrong screen.
They're probably on the GM layer because they were getting moved all the time.
Because I moved, and you didn't feel like messing with them anymore.
They're not on GM layer. Are they on map layer? Not on map layer. I don't know. I can see them on my screen.
Well, if I had wings, I would lose them. That's all I'm saying.
There we go. And they're back. And you're 35 feet in the air, kind of hovering over the
Spock ears.
Well, you can choose your attitude, but you can't choose your wings. Bardo's also flying. He's been casting spells about. Fletcher fighting as is his wont, and Farotto feathering enemies with a great many different arrow types and stuff like that.
I was chatting with Bardos because I thought that I thought there was a spider climb on. Flashheart.
So I do have the list of spells, and
I
they're
don't remember doing that, and it's not marked off on my list, so I don't think I have.
not
Okay.
spider climb. So what I have on my list for you guys is planar adapt. So these are the spells that everybody has. Planar adaptation, stone skin, protection from evil, message, and haste.
Yep.
Storm also has shield, cat's grace, and heroism on. And Lothar, you have angelic aspect and also holy something. I only have an H. I must have stopped in the middle. Oh, holy power, holy aura. I'm sorry.
Holy aura.
So you got that going. That's what I have for
Gravity
you guys
ball
for
going on.
spells.
So Les,
Mhm.
an interesting thought with the spider climb. Would that help you fight a dragon? Like, could Flashheart climb up the dragon? Would it help him fight better if he could climb up it like that? I've never heard of anybody doing that, but I don't know what it would.
Well, I'll tell you something that's trying to bite you that's crawling up you at the same time out in the garden.
Well,
It's giving me shivers. Huh?
depending on where he was, well, one of the things I think that with any dragon that you have to be careful of is breath weapon, right? And if he were spider climbing, essentially, Terendelev is bone like a skeletal creature now. So I don't know. Depending on Terendelev might be reluctant to use his breath weapon on himself. Essentially,
I was going to say he's going to be reluctant to use it anyway because didn't he lose it from a crit?
he did lose his breath weapon for a time, didn't he? Oh, it's because of his. There was like
Critical
throat
hit.
damage. It
Cut off
was
his, yeah.
it did that. So yeah, he doesn't have his breath weapon now. He probably, if you had, so Terendelev is huge. Flashheart
Could
is
he
normal.
attack
They might.
still? Could he attack still? And because don't you have to have like 3 or 4 appendages of fastened or something like that? I haven't actually looked at the spell, but
It could. Oh, are you saying could Matt attack with Spider Climb?
right.
I absolutely. Matt only needs Radiance. It's a one-handed weapon.
It's double holy if it matters here.
It's double secret holy.
Double secret holy.
Hold
What do
on,
you think, Matt? Would Flashheart want to try that, or you want to just try to fight him on the ground? Since you can't fly, though, I was just trying to think of something that might help you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
anything
you
that
get
gives me an
grabbed,
advantage to keep fighting him while I'm, that it doesn't plunge me in the pit. Though I was just looking through my spell list. Like I have very few spells that I have one that I'm gonna wait and spring on less if he tries to kill me. So but I'm not revealing so then.
I was going to say I was going to hit him with fly until I got kind of enveloped by the Play-Doh.
yeah. But if he gets grabbed and carried and he has spider climb and the thing tries to drop him, he can hold on.
he can
right?
hold on. Yeah.
I'm envisioning the movie Dragonlance or not Dragon Slayer.
Dragon
right?
Slayer.
Yeah. He's yelling down, smash the bag, smash the bag.
We'll see if I
Yeah,
get
I don't see anything here that says you have to have 3 limbs in contact with a surface that you're spider climbing on. It says you can climb and travel on vertical surfaces and even traverse ceilings as well as a spider. You have to have your hands free to climb in this manner. But I think you could also have a sword. You get a climb speed of 20 feet and +8 racial bonus to climb skill checks. You retain your dex bonus to AC, and opponents get no special bonus to their attacks against you. You cannot run, however, using spider climb. So yeah, I think theoretically that would. I can't see any legitimate reason where I could tell you that it wouldn't work.
Okay.
And it could certainly be a problem for Terendelev, who has. I'm just looking at his.
Matt, would you rather have that or fly? I can't do fly, but Mike said he could.
If somebody could spare me a fly, I think that would give me a better chance to. I mean, it just lets me stick to him, and I think that's helpful. But if he tosses me off right away, then I'm kind of in a world of hurt.
Like I said, I was going to cast it. I didn't realize by attacking the Play-Doh that it was going to envelop us. So
You're
I
not totally.
don't know, I don't know when I'll be able to cast it, but as soon as I'm free of this, then I can cast it.
Yeah, there's a whole lot riding on my my holy smite that most likely will turn into a fail. But I've pulled out some clutch rolls before, so we can only hope the Flash has got one more in him.
You have indeed. Now, a couple of things. So, a couple of things happened at the very end of last time. So right now, Terendelev is pretty far off to the north, but you can see him wheeling around very swiftly, and you guess that he's going to be back here no more than 4 rounds, no more than about 25 seconds, as he makes this big sort of loop to come at you guys. Go ahead. What was you saying, Mike?
You said Terendelev was a girl.
Yeah, you had said that last.
And I said, all right, well, she's on her way back.
You have to say it like Garth from Wayne's World. It's a girl.
It's a girl. So she's on her way back. She's wheeling around to make a pass over the site from the northeast. At the end of last time, a couple of things happened. One, Bardos and Lothar both noticed. So from here, you can see Korramzedah's tower. And you saw where it had been dark before when you guys arrived here. You saw that there is a bright blue light, like almost like a lighthouse light in the top of Korramzedah's tower, which is going off. You're not sure what that means, but something has awakened in Korramzedah's tower. Second, those of you who are on the ground, and I think this was Gato and Flashheart actually detected this, there was some pretty significant rumbling going on in the cliff. So keep in mind, you're like sort of on the edge of a cliff. The Soul Foundry is deeper into the thing, but where you guys are standing behind you into the southwest, that is just a huge abyss. It's a giant canyon, and you guys peered over it when you first arrived here, but you didn't see. I mean, you couldn't see the bottom of it. So the cliff edge became especially prominent after Terendelev lifted off. That cliff edge seems to be crumbling. You're already seeing pieces of rock and pieces of stone fall away from the cliff edge. And it's starting to begin to wonder how stable this area actually is.
It's all going to start falling apart off us. We're going to start calving off pieces of this and getting smaller and smaller.
It's possible.
I like fly spell. If it's available. If it's available.
Yoo-hoo, fly spell. Well, that doesn't help Gato and Farotto. What are they going to do?
I can't summon a sky whale, can I? Because that would be really useful right about now.
I'm fine.
No way you would bring your sky whale to this place.
You're
this
right.
city.
I would never risk Skyway.
All right.
Didn't he come from a much worse place than this?
Yeah, like the abyss.
Well,
all right, fair. This is like
this is his hood.
I don't know. Illusionera is kind of a charming little city. I always thought.
Yeah, but he delivers somewhere, right?
The sky whale would roll in with like lowrider hydraulics and.
Yeah, Les didn't play the whole scene where we went to like a used sky whale, right?
I didn't want one before.
I'm kicking tires, kicking fins on sky whales. Like she said, I can have everyone on the lot, right? So let me. What kind of miles does this one have on it? That would have been a good day.
Good session. Yeah. All right. So, Jennifer, you had a question?
No, I just said I didn't want a sky whale, but now if I can get all the hydraulics, and I want it just the way Chuck described it. Now I want
lowrider, shiny rim,
sky whale,
popping bass, a whole trunk full of subwoofers. Boom, boom.
Now I want one.
Now that's right.
Now I'm in.
That would be awesome. All right, so other questions? Comments?
Not at the moment.
Problems?
I realize that looking at the macro that we set up, it's not including my holy damage. So I got to remember to add my holy damage for Radiance, which is I'm shortchanging myself 46 damage here.
Ooh, no, you got to add that on there. All right,
one of your novel length macros doesn't have everything in it. Don, you failed this man.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know what? Now Don, with a AI, we could write. You could help me with a macro. I could write infinite different descriptions of
scenarios and everything. Yep.
Doing like he reaches into his spleen and pulls it out through his eyeball.
Do you think ChatGPT can write Roll20 macros? Probably.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely.
No, narratives for finishing kills.
Yeah, finishing kills, finishing moves.
Finish him.
Awesome. All right. All right.
Everyone
So then
comes
we.
with a bleed less just to make you cringe.
Yeah, I don't. No, that's it. I'm out. All right. Round 6 begins now. Gato is up. What do you do now that you've got your sight back?
So I can see now.
Yep.
The ape is still there because although they're pretty sure it's not there, they haven't really convinced themselves it's not there.
Right. These two salamanders, you can actually hear them talking in Aklo. Can you? I don't know if you can speak Aklo, but basically the gist of it is
we know their names are Daryl and Daryl.
they lost their other brother. But basically they're like, I shot my arrows through that. This is the third ape we've seen. Apes don't live here. What gives? You know, that kind of thing. The problem is they're shooting arrows through it, and the arrows are going right through because it's an illusion. But they're missing their will save, so they still see it. And so they're still reacting to it.
Where are they, Les, exactly? Are they in the dark spot where
The right side of the screen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're over here. So there's one there. And I
Uh-huh.
think is
Is
This-
there one
The one
behind
right
him?
above him.
No, he's dead. He's got a big X through him. I don't see the second one.
No,
There, we-
this one.
there we
yeah.
go.
See, I don't see him. I see shadow, like a gray shadow, and I can see
Now I see it.
No, yeah,
There's-
now I can see it.
I can't see it at all. It's so
Look
weird.
Look on the
Look on the look
Zoom
on
one.
the Zoom.
Oh, I thought I was on the Zoom.
It could be that your view is blocked by some of the masonry, the broken down buildings that are on the thing.
Yep,
Yeah.
they're on the Zoom one. Okay. Huh. Must be I'm grayed out from where I'm standing. Okay. Huh. Just never had
Wait a
it.
second.
Where am I?
Yeah, I don't even see you anywhere. Maybe that's why you're not
That's
seeing
why.
it.
There you are. Sorry, you were on the GM layer. Oh, that's right. You had to leave a little early last time.
Well, you had to leave early. Yep.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, Farotto's back.
Hey.
I'm back. All right, Gato. Those guys are up there. The ape is
So I
still
came
there.
around my corner, tumbled
Okay,
past
you-
this guy. I will need to roll an acrobatics
Oh,
check.
I'm gonna need an acrobatics check for that.
What is the DC?
So to tumble past, it's historic. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
That's why he asked.
Somewhere a caravan is missing its guard. All right, 52. Yeah, that's a successful acrobatics check. So,
ask
yeah, you
me ask me about attacks of opportunity.
what about attacks of opportunity?
He doesn't have one. He has a bow in his hand.
That's a good point. He could hit you with the bow, but he's not going to. I think they're still arguing about the ape. And you go cruising through there with a 52 acrobatics check. They're just like, what was that? You know, looking under their feet, that kind of stuff. So yeah, you get back through there pretty easily.
6 right now.
What are you gonna do with this newfound dexterity? What? Oh, you're
So it's
hitting him.
only, so it's only the first attack.
Okay.
33 to hit.
Okay. I have to check that, but I believe that is a hit.
11 points damage.
Okay, one sec.
These are not demons though, right? They're just salamanders.
They're salamanders, yeah.
Keep salamander.
No, they're not that cute. They're snake-like. That will hit.
Okay, so actually it's 15 points of damage total,
Okay.
plus 5 bleed.
Bleed. Wow.
Okay, 15 and another 5 bleed. All right. Let's put the bleed in here. Okay. All right. So it's like, wow, what is, as it was looking around to see what tiny creature just roared past it. I'm assuming with your grandfather's blade, you stab at thee.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
Now-
it's still whirling.
I have spring attack, so I can move, attack, and move as long as I don't exceed my full round speed action.
That is correct.
So I go back to where I was. Do you want me to roll another acrobatics check?
I do.
106.
Jesus. What is?
I'm
You
pretty
rolled
sure
a
he's
natural
making-
19.
He's making Daffy Duck noises as he's doing this too.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is spun around. The salamander is trying to figure out what just happened as he's holding his back, where his fiery blood is leaking out of his through the scales, where you slipped your blade under the scales and got him right in the skin there.
That's all I'm doing this round.
I was
That's it?
envisioning curly noises. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
Oh, the gorilla is beating its chest and acting offensive, but he does not attack.
Okay. All right, perfect. All right, so it is the ooze's turn. It is very close to you, Illendar, but it is okay. So it's going to do.
Did he make his intelligence save to get out of the maze?
Yeah. Like
He
first
did.
turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
First-
okay.
First shot.
Yeah, they're smart.
I thought whenever he said they were mindless, I thought I was doing a good thing. It was gonna be
Yeah.
forever. And he's like, oh, actually, this one's quite intelligent. It's like,
Yeah,
ah.
this one's not mindless at all. So it's going to do a couple of things. One is going to do a quickened charm person on Illendar. Illendar, I need a will save from you. DC 18.
Yeah, this is going to be +4 because I'm with.
It is an evil
Yeah.
creature, so it's +4.
Well, it's going to be actually +6, 2 from the spell, and then 4 because I'm close to Storm.
A storm gives you benefit on will saves?
Every save.
Okay.
All saves.
Yeah, Storm gives everyone who's close to her a +2 on all their saves. But since, she's kind of partial to me, she gives me a +4.
That is one wacky dragon.
Oh,
All right.
So 47.
on a natural 20.
Natural 20. All right. So that doesn't work.
So I flip at the bird.
So it is going. So as its attack, you could feel like rays of psychic power, fingers of psychic power coming out, trying to reach into your mind and trying to charm you and control
Make me friendly
you
to it.
and make you friendly. Yeah, exactly. But since that didn't work, it is now going to try to grapple or wrap itself around you and lift you off of Storm and fly away with you.
Doesn't Storm get an attack of opportunity since it's trying to do all this right there on top?
It's right on top of you. I mean, no, it wouldn't be an attack of opportunity because it's not moving. It's going to try and move away here in a minute, but
because
wants to grab
Illendar
you
didn't
first.
touch it. It was Storm who reached out and smacked it. So it's got to go up and around Storm to get to Illendar because Illendar's tiny.
no, you guys remember the dough ball? You guys punched into it. It's sort of surrounding, so it's sort of moving over the top of Storm. This is its grapple check on you. Ooh, we could trade natural 19s.
That's going to easily do it.
It's got you. All right, so it is going to strip you off of the thing and begin moving away with you, away from Storm. 1, 2, 3. How fast can it fly? Hold on. 4. Not very fast. All right, so it begins sort of oozing away. Where are you underneath Storm? Hold on a sec. There you are. All right, so it's got you. It's sort of in its grasp, and it's beginning to fly away with you, as it's removed you from the saddle. That's all it can do this round, but you can feel it kind of like trying to get into your brain.
Hey, Les?
Yep.
I have reach.
Yep.
It just entered a threatened square, but I can only attack when it exits, right?
Hold on a sec.
In Pathfinder, it's when you exit. It's not when you enter.
Yep. But it's sort of passing by. So hold on. What's your reach? Is it 10?
I forget. Well, I'm enlarged, so yeah, whatever that is.
So it'd probably be 15 then, because you're already reachy as it is.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna say that's. Can you see a yellow square?
A circle, but yes.
So it would. I'm thinking you might get a single attack of opportunity because one, it would have moved into that square first, which would have been moving from an unthreatened square to a threatened square, which would not provoke. But then it's moving south with Illendar, so it would move from one threatened square to another threatened square,
So
which
I think
would provoke.
I think Storm should get one just because unless it's got improved grapple, the act of grappling someone is provoked.
It has improved grapple.
That was it? Okay.
It does indeed.
So yeah, just a movement then.
It gets a special bonus on its grapple check too. All right, so yeah, I think that would provoke a single attack because you guys are both. Are you flying, Fletcher? Are you 20 feet in the air?
I am
think-
flying, yeah.
Okay, so you are 20 feet in the air. So yeah, I would say that would provoke one.
Storm
Okay.
would get one too,
Then
right?
here
Because
it comes.
it's through a threatened square for Storm
Yeah,
too.
yeah, what about
Same one.
Storm?
I mean, it's not because of the grapple, but because it's moving through threatened squares.
It was already in combat with Storm though.
Yeah, but it's
And-
still it's disengaged and moved through another threatened square. So I mean, isn't
If
that
it only moved 5 foot, then it didn't do anything. But if
No,
it
it moved 20
Is-
feet.
Is
Okay.
Storm using a bow?
No, boy, Storm is not using a bow. Not right now. She looks funny when she does use a bow.
All right, I'll allow it. 46 to hit. Is that what you're trying to tell me here?
Yes.
46 to
I think
hit. All right, that's a hit.
so. Yay.
What are you using as a weapon?
The sword.
A sword. Well, that's a problem. Because it is
Slicing,
immune.
yeah, so it might
It
not
is
be a great idea,
immune.
but-
It is immune to slashing damage.
Yeah, is it
Now I
really?
know.
Is it both?
don't you do energy damage of some kind though, Dan? Or is that with your
If
claw?
there is some
I can
energy damage,
activate it, but I didn't, so. And I can't for an attack of
Okay,
opportunity.
I'm gonna roll the whole attack for Storm, but it's just the bite.
keep in mind, it's also immune to piercing damage, which we saw last time.
Oh, it's
Okay.
bludgeoning is what you need.
The bludgeoning is what you need.
She's gonna
Or magic.
And you would have known that from your attack last time.
She's gonna gum him and said,
She's gonna gum him. Did she do that?
I don't know.
She takes out her dentures.
She takes out her dentures and then she. No, she's pretty much. Actually, her wing buffet would be a
It would-
slam.
That would be
Yep.
bludgeoning. Yeah, the way.
Yeah, that would be bludgeoning.
Okay, we'll just do our first wing buffet.
Okay. 38. Is that what I'm reading? That's the first one.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
So,
17 and
17,
11.
11.
Okay, that would be 40. What? No, 28. 28 points.
Mhm.
Okay. There you go. All right. You did slam into it and it kind of like jets. Illendar, you sort of get rocked around a little bit, although you could feel these sort of folds of this creature beginning to sort of wrap around you, and you're starting to worry that maybe if it wraps around your head, that could be problematic from a breathing standpoint.
Is he being held by the talent? How is he being held by this thing?
It just wrapped around him and sort of grabbed him. So it's like a big ball of goo, yeah. And it just sort of like it's little pseudopods came out and sort of like grabbed him, and now it's holding him to it. So he's like almost surrounded by this creature because it's amorphous. It's shapeless. It's an ooze. All right. All right, that is the creature. What is he doing? Nothing. Bardos, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to use this ring that I never use, Force Fangs. So it'll be 5d, 5 magic missiles.
Ooh, ring of magic missiles. All right, so you are. And who are you missiling?
The blob,
The blob. Okay.
trying to help.
All right, 20 points. Well, those missiles go slamming into it, and they definitely hit it and definitely hurt it. So you can see, as they largely pass through it, and you can see they're leaving big holes in it, which takes time for it to sort of recombobulate.
Okay, and then I'm going to move a little bit. Dragon is coming from the north, you said, right?
Northeast, yeah. Well, it's whirling, or it's at the north now. So imagine you guys are on this plaza. It took off down to the southwest, and what it's doing is sort of wheeling around the entirety of the map to come back, and it looks like it's going to come back at you guys from the northeast. Right now, it's about halfway through that thing. It's way the hell out there, and you could tell that it's moving like super fast. But it's taking time. It has to take a couple of rounds to sort of get back because it's so far away.
That thing's up in the air though, right? Oh, I'm up in the air actually, so I
Half the
can,
party's up in the air.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna move a little bit that way. So
Okay.
I'm done.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm going to put this here. You're staying up in the air, right? You're still 20 feet in the air?
Actually, if that thing's 20 feet in the air, I'm probably gonna drop down a little bit.
Okay. To like
So
what? Like
maybe to, like
10? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. There you go. Lothar. Now you are 35 feet in the air. Give me a quick perception check before you do anything though. 31. All right. So from your vantage at that height and where you are of all the party members, you are the farthest to the southwest.
Right.
You can see the edge of the cliff wall is sort of like you can see pieces of it collapsing into the canyon.
Right.
That's delightful.
So I'll warn everyone to move away from the edge because the cliff is collapsing.
that what those little white dotted lines are, less like the
Yeah, they're probably the order in which they're going to break off and fall into the ocean.
I don't really know where the cliff is anymore.
I can't really speak to any of that.
To our left
Okay. So
is
this
not.
this is the edge.
Yeah,
right?
so yeah, this darkness out here, that's the canyon.
Running.
So the cliff is starting to collapse. I imagine the first dotted zone, because now I'm cheating and looking at the map and looking at dotted lines. The first dotted zone is probably going to go first. So you're all probably okay first. Although Farotto, I'd really be more comfortable if you went right.
Definitely headed right. No
Right.
jumped on top of Lothar.
What's that?
That or jumped on top of Lothar.
That'd be a heck of a leap.
Yeah. But you never know. She's part cat. She could probably make that leap.
So you could probably make that, yeah.
But I've had
Well-
cats jump on me and climb up, and it doesn't feel very good.
Is Storm is up in the air, right? How far up is he? 15 to 20? Is that what that means?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, because Storm was attacking from underneath. So I'm going to say that probably everybody's sort of at 20 right now
Okay.
up there. So they're about 20 feet. And now Bardos is sort of underneath them, but nearby. Bardos is only about halfway up. So he's at about 10 feet up.
Yeah,
I'm going to stay where I am because I have Farotto in sight, and
Okay.
I'm going to fire arrows at this guy,
Okay.
one of the salamanders. Let's
Get-
see.
Gotcha. And this is against touch AC, correct?
Yes, they're all against touch AC. So
All right.
27
Okay. And
and 28. Yeah.
All right. Those are both hits.
So 25 plus 12 against evil, and
Okay.
28 plus and 22 plus 10 against evil.
So
Oh, there are 3
32.
attacks.
Oh, the 14 will no, it won't. Not a touch attack.
So 23 plus 13 against evil.
Okay, so let's see. 37 plus 32 is 69 plus 36.
36.
69 and 36 is 105.
Okay.
Is that right? No.
I didn't add it up. I figured okay, I'll do it.
I'm doing
Let's
no,
see.
it is 105.
Okay, good.
Yeah, 105. I can do math. That was more for my own. I was reassuring myself there.
Yeah.
All right, so 105. Yeah, so your arrows go slamming into this creature, and it goes slamming backwards, back through that hole in the wall into that forge area, as the arrows of Erastil smack into it and send it back from whence it came. Now it's laying half in and half out, bleeding profusely. The liquid inside the salamanders is leaking out, and it sort of like catches on fire a little bit as it hits the air. So it's like this guy is now he's bleeding. So there's little drops of fiery liquid falling to the ground from what Gato did to him, and he looks over at his friend and he's like, "Where did that come from?" They're still looking at the ape. All right. Do you want to move at all, or you said you were going to stay there?
I'm going to stay there because I'm right next to Farotto.
Gotcha. All right. This salamander Well, the ape hasn't attacked him, but Gato certainly has. So he is going to try and hurt Gato very badly.
I'm around the corner again.
Yeah.
Well, he's right there though.
There's
Tell him to
a
stay in the line.
there's a
okay.
a wall.
There's like a wall there.
Yeah.
I believe what Gato said is neener, neener, neener.
Yeah, which is exactly why I've been hiding here.
So the only thing he can really see, besides
ape.
if he focuses up on the giant glowing thing with angel wings, it's just
That
drilled-
shot him.
just
Or shot the
drilled
other
his,
guy.
drilled his friend. The only thing he can really see is the ape.
Yeah. Now he knows intellectually that the ape is an illusion because he's seen illusions like this on several other occasions
Right.
during this combat. So he's
go ahead.
going to, you know what he's going to do? Go ahead. Go ahead. What you were saying?
He's gonna
He's
go ahead
gonna-
and take the 6 bleed.
He's going to take a
Oh.
5.
5 bleed. Okay.
and then he's going to fail.
My
his
macro was
wisdom.
wrong.
grow.
It should be 6, but we'll go with 5.
Don't chisel me for bleeds, man. Oops, wrong. Sorry. All right. So he's going to do that. One hand on his spear, one hand on his bleeding parts. He is going to do a controlled skedaddle. He's going to go back into the forge room. 1, 2, 3,
Strategic retreat.
6. How fast do they move?
Well,
Okay.
first he should make a wisdom save, right?
Against.
He's not even worried about it. He's
He's given up on the. He's
Oh,
given up
he's
on
given
the
up
ape.
on the illusion. Okay.
And then he's going to do 1. So he's doing a full retreat at this point. Where would he go? Oh, I know where he go. Okay, he's gonna pop that open. Hold on 1 sec. So can you still see him, Gato? The salamander from where you are?
Gato would not be able to from where he's at, but I saw you moving to right
Okay.
here, yeah.
I can.
But
I
I
can
don't know
still
he's
see him.
there.
I can still see him.
So he goes in there,
No, I can't. He's gone.
and you can hear Gato. Well, Gato and maybe Flashheart probably here. Are either of you have tongues or anything going on? Because these guys only speak. I think.
Aklo, I do not.
Ignan. It's not Aklo. It's Ignan. I made a mistake.
Oh,
I don't speak Ignan.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right. Well, you
think
hear
I
him.
do.
I didn't know there was a
checking.
language.
You hear
so I
him
just mentioned it.
gibbering in there to somebody. But he is skedaddled into the interior of the building. All right. Illendar.
One skedaddle. Got it.
All right. So Illendar, you are surrounded by this thing. You are grappled. So you could do a couple of things. You can certainly attack with Storm. You could try and degrapple yourself, but it would probably mean that you got a 20-foot fall ahead of you if you manage it. Or you can attack the creature yourself. Although with being grappled, you have limited effect.
Storm's going to move to right here by a roundabout.
Oh, you're flying down that way.
Yep.
Okay. It's finally the final betrayal of Storm of Illendar by Storm.
Actually,
I've been your
Right.
slave for too long.
right up against the back of Flashheart.
Okay,
You
so
can't keep a dragon down.
is
And then once Storm does that,
ow!
Still funny.
Storm, are you landing?
yeah,
Yeah,
landing
never-
right behind him.
Okay, so you are not in the air.
And then as she does that, then
Okay.
Illendar is going to implement Maker's Call, and he's using the transposition part of it.
What?
Standard action, and he gets to trade plate. They did both trade places.
Hold on, I gotta read this. This is crazy.
So the fuse is
Uh,
gonna be holding Storm in 30 seconds.
This is castling.
Yeah, basically it's
basically,
castling. Yeah.
Castling.
That's exactly what I've been holding off on using it for less because I have castling too. I was waiting to be thrown off the cliff and the castle with somebody who can fly.
All right.
Well-
When used, the Eidolon appears adjacent to the summoner. If the Eidolon is out of range, the ability is wasted. The summoner can use this ability once per day. Wait, it doesn't look as
That's the Maker's Call. If you look, the next ability is transposition.
uh-huh. Oh, you're doing both of these at the same time?
No, you just do transposition.
Oh, it's just transposition.
You
Okay,
use
okay.
you use a
Oh, it's a variant of the Maker's Call.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. So you can use this. You can use his Maker's Call to ability to swap locations with the Eidolon. If it's larger than him, it can appear in any square occupied by the Eidolon. Eidolon must occupy the square that was once or as close as possible. Okay.
So
All right.
So since Storm cannot fit inside the little bitty 5-foot gap that my body was creating,
Right.
that would make Storm basically right outside, right up against.
Right on top of him. Yeah.
Yeah, right against this creature.
All right. Castle away. That's a
I-
great tactic, by the way, to get out of a grapple.
So I can't select.
Oh, you want me to get him?
Yeah, if you could
Hold on.
swap them places, just put me like right behind Flashheart. and
Okay,
then
like
Storm
right
just
there.
Storm up close.
Okay. This is a fun time for everybody.
And if Storm can appear any adjacent one, she'd probably want to appear to the west,
Back here?
not the east, the west. Yeah, there you go.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. And is that Illendar where you want him?
Yeah.
Like right there? All right. So so in this case, hold on a sec. Storm and the creature are 20 feet up in the air. Illendar's back on the ground next to Flashheart.
And Storm still has a single standard action left because Storm used a move action.
Gotcha.
So with
Okay.
that standard action, she's just going to do another single. I'm going to do the whole thing, but it's just the first
Just the
wing buffet.
The first buffet.
Yeah, the first buffet.
Okay, let's see it. Bring it. 37 is a hit for 13 plus 7, holy 20 points of buffet damage.
And then I'll
What a mess.
put my head right behind Flashheart's head and good morning. I will be your flycaster today.
Ah!
Please
Whoa.
put your tray tables in the upright position. We will get the spell cast as soon as possible.
Such
Flash-
service.
Flashheart's like, that was an excellent castling, I must say.
Yes. And then
All
the
right.
message goes out. Lord Fletcher, I believe it is your time.
Paging Lord Fletcher to this ooze, please. Lord Fletcher to the ooze. All right, Farotto, you are up.
Farotto is going to summon and move.
Okay, what are you summoning?
I think I'm gonna summon a griffin or maybe two.
A griffin or two? All right.
You never have too many.
Maybe three. Who knows?
I didn't know that you could summon a griffin. I'm unprepared for griffin summonings. I got to be honest with you. All right, so you're so the summon is a full round action.
Yes, it is. That's why I'm not able to do it. But I am letting you know, as in the past, you have wanted to know what we were up to, and that's what I'm up to.
Gotcha. Okay, so
And I've moved to the other side of this refuse here, kind of. I think there's a little pile of refuse there.
all right, a little pile of refuse.
So when I'm done summoning, I can put my bow back in my hands.
Okay, 1 second. All right, so you're going over there, and then you're going to summon. You're gonna start summoning for during next round.
For next round, don't we roll it next round? Isn't that what you've done in the past? We announce what we're doing now and then do it later.
Yeah, yeah, you could do that. Absolutely.
Either way, doesn't matter to me.
You can straddle. We've done that. That's canon now. You can use a full round summoning, and you can straddle it between 2 rounds.
Right.
All right, cool. So you're there. You're summoning griffins. At some point, we'll need to know how many. All right, is that it for you then, Farotto? I think
can roll
yes.
if you want it here. You can take half of this.
So half of 3 would be effectively 1,
Okay.
but it's all right. So let me know at some point what the hit
Did you
points and
summon
whatnot is going to be.
1d3 of them? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Then that's 2.
That's 2.
Yeah. One.
Oh
and-
yeah, it would be 2.
one and
Yeah,
two is
yeah, you're right. You're right.
1, 3 and 4 is 2.
You're right. When you get a moment, in the chat, put
42.
42 hit points. All right. Well, we'll get those ready as it becomes Fletcher's turn.
Wow, Fletcher wasn't pleased about his sword just slicing right through him.
You lose
Yeah.
your
So
sword
he's going to
that round?
attack with his
Did one of your
claws.
weapons break? last
Actually, if you
session?
want to take a -40 or swing, you can attack with a blunt of the blade. So you still get the full damage. You just take a -4, but it becomes a blunt weapon because you're not using the blade, the sharp part of the blade. You're using the flat of it.
Okay,
Basically,
but the
it's club.
claws are bludgeoning damage anyway, so I can
No,
just
claws
do
or
a full-
slashing.
Claws are slashing.
No, I just looked it up. It says S and B.
Oh, you can change it to bludgeoning. Okay.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So pimp
It took me
slap this
forever to
thing
find it, but I finally found it.
You're like
several
pistol whipping
times.
them and with the back of your sword, the hilt of your
Is
sword.
that just the claws from your item, or is that all claws?
That was just claw damage. I found a table
Okay,
for
so
natural weapon
Storm could be
attacks.
doing that too then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have
So
to
I-
see if I can refute this.
I'll have to go find the link and send it to you. Hold on.
Let me. I'll Google it. That's all right. All right, but Fletcher, what are you going to do?
So I have 3 claw attacks I'm going to do. 1 for the Galabrazoo and 2 for my own.
Okay.
The Galabrazoo. Oh yeah, they'll all be at +34 because they're all full attacks. Okay, so we'll just pop those off. That's a
I'll-
crit threat.
I'll be
This-
damned. Claws are bludgeoning and slashing. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sense though. I mean, you don't want to get hit
Our
with
next
a
character
claw,
is gonna be all claws.
like a brass knuckle.
All right. So,
Like brass knuckle.
this is your Glabrazoo claw or is it your regular claw?
This was the Galabrazoo. I was doing that one.
This was the
first,
Glab.
and
All right. So that's a
then-
crit threat.
And hold on, let me confirm that. Where's the Galabrazoo? Sorry, I'm looking on my character sheet. I can't remember where I had listed the Galabrazoo. Ah, there it is. Oh, no, never mind. Not a crit threat.
Okay. It is a hit though. I will grant you that.
Okay. And then the next 2 are the regular.
Okay. 37 is a miss. Let me double check that. Hold on a second. And 52 is a hit. Nope, 37 is a hit too. Sadly.
So all 3 hit.
Yep.
So here's the damage for the Galabrazoo.
Okay.
And
And you're
then
using
the
as
2 regular
so
claws.
you're using as all of these are bludgeoning
Yep.
or 111.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, and there was electricity on that too. Let me do that really quick.
All right, fine. Oh, wait, immune to electricity.
It is. You're just
It
making
is.
that up.
No, I'm
Okay.
looking at it right here.
Well,
Immune-
I
No,
did
I
it
can-
anyway, so it looks really cool.
So it's immune to acid, slashing damage, piercing damage, electricity, mind affecting effects, ooze traits, piercing damage. And it's resistant to
looks
cold
cool.
too.
It's a
So
pain in the ass.
it is a pain in the ass. All right. Well, that was a pretty hefty hit with all that buttressing. And frankly, I just can't help but feel like you pulled that claw bludgeoning damage right out of your keister.
But you read it yourself.
I know, which doesn't make it any better, frankly, for my. All right. So, do you want to fly somewhere new?
No, I'm fine right here.
You're staying
So
right
it
there.
can't escape.
Okay. All right. So that is Fletcher. Flashheart, you doing anything interesting? You're just keeping an eye on Terendelev as she wheels around the city above the city of Is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take in the sights here. I was thinking that she'd be back by now, so I didn't think I'd be standing for multiple turns posing down here, but
She's still
now
a fair
Illendar's
amount
here,
off.
maybe we can,
She's still a fair ways off, but she's moving really fast.
maybe I can, make some idle conversation with Illendar. Hey, we haven't had a chance to talk much. So,
It's been so long since we caught up.
Yeah.
you calling your drow mom often enough, with a messaging spell, or
Arusha,
I
are you
think
talking
me and
about
my
parents don't
Arusha?
get along all
she's
that
like
well.
me out on a rock to die. What's that?
Yeah, me and my parents don't get along that well.
Yeah.
And my siblings. They're trying to
They
kill
heard
me.
about Arusha. That's why.
Yeah, they're trying to kill me. But other than that, it's all good.
That's going to come back in the NFL following campaign. We're all going to come back as drow as Illendar makes his heroic return to Men's Oberens and drow citizens.
That's what we need, a party of drow demons.
Uncle Illendar, tell us about the surface.
So I don't know if you guys are interested in this at some point, but there's a great evil adventure path. So there's two really. So there's one, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's not by Paizo, but I've read the first couple of chapters of it. It's really interesting. You start off in a prison, and you have to work together to escape the prison. That's how you guys get thrown together as a party. It's really good. But there are two like sequel APs to Council of Thieves, one of which you could play as good characters, the other of which that you could play as evil characters, and they're both centralized around West Crown. So if you guys ever wanted to dip a toe back in the West Crown environment,
I think you should run both and have them run against each other, two different groups.
side by side.
Yeah, like one, like you have like A, B, and B. Like 1 week you're running the evil team, next week you're running a good, but you're trying to get them to work against each other and kill each other off.
Well, Gato's in both because he's not good or evil.
Yeah, he's couriering messages back and forth. The evil guys say that they want to meet you later.
Sorry, this caravan guard here is here again. Like, not a caravan within 1,000 miles, but this guy keeps showing up.
Is there a new alignment I'm not aware of? Chaotic unaffected?
Yeah,
Unaffected.
Chaotic ineffective? Yes.
Yeah.
neutral disinterested.
It's
All right,
called
so
meh.
Flashheart, you're just
Yeah,
gonna
that's it.
Yeah.
meh.
Chaotic meh.
Well, there's lawful meh, and then there's true meh, which can't have other. Flashheart, you're not going to do anything. Otherwise, you're going to keep waiting for Terendelev to bring.
Yeah, can I
bring
stack
dinner.
the bonuses of just like really hyper focusing, or can I channel into maybe call the boss real quick and see if she has anything to say? Like, hey, Terendelev's here. She's undead. She's evil. I'm gonna have to put her down like a sick dog. Just want to give you a heads up.
You can do that.
Flash out.
You could I mean, you do have certain spells that you could cast on yourself, or certain abilities that you can enact as you prepare for this. As for Terendelev coming towards you. I mean, I don't know off the top of my head what they exactly are, but certainly there's something there.
I don't know if I have any really buffing spells though. I have lots of like spells.
Ask Illendar. He's right there. Hey, buff me, dude. I'm gonna fight Terendelev.
Nah, he's about to cast fly on me. He's doing me all the work, all the.
Right.
Oh, there you go. Okay, well, you can bring the fight to her then, can't you?
Let's see.
All right.
So
So
immune to fear now. He's in my aura, so got the like brace yourself, seek courage.
you can do it.
Defense. What was it? Paladin sacrifice.
Oh, great. The paladin's going to monologue.
I was just thinking like there's really nothing I have in my let's say I have some spells here, but I don't think I have any herald spells that I'm thinking of. All my regular spells are just like very few buffing spells. So
They're all helping other people.
yeah, they're all helping. It's like selflessly helping others.
Paladins.
Tell how much they appreciate it. You're like, this annoying paladin over here again.
All right. Well, those of you guys over there towards the edge of the cliff, give me a quick perception check. Probably Lothar probably has the best eye view, but if you guys
I think Farotto's pretty close to the edge of the
Farotto, yeah, well,
Yeah.
she spotted it.
like she
Do I
tipped
just pass out whatever I see?
Well, no, I'll tell you. Illendar's spotting things too. Flashheart, bring it. See if you can get a roll of 40 perception check.
While they're doing that, Les, can I ask? Can I estimate how long it's going to take Terendelev? Will I expect her back by next round?
You absolutely can do that. 1, 2. She won't be back next round, but your guess is that she will arrive. We're going into round 7. Your guess is that she will arrive in round 9.
All right. There's nothing I can do for multiple rounds that assure that I won't roll a 1 on the first roll.
There's
I can
nothing.
feel it
Only
When it comes to those natural ones that are coming, I mean, I can feel it. You guys
can
feeling it?
the
I can
joking
feel it.
coming.
I can feel it.
I felt it.
great commercial.
I was thinking the same thing. So she'll be Terendelev will be arriving on your location in round 9. Those of you who got, well, certainly Lothar, but also Farina, Illendar, you guys, and Bardos, you see it too. Over at Korramzedah's tower, you know how the last round there was a big light came on in the tower.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. It's far away, so it's close to 3/4 of a mile away.
Okay, we clapped twice to try and make it go back out.
But can't see what it is from this distance, and because it's dark here, but something large passed in front of that light.
Yikes. Like
Another
rock
something
size large or larger large? Like we're all used to rock size things now. I just can't
Rock's
say.
not very big.
Bigger than a
It's
Vrock.
large.
Bigger than a Vrock.
Terendelev? Bigger than Terendelev?
Not
That's our
bigger than
new-
Terendelev, but certainly
our new-
big enough to obscure that blue light for a moment.
I'd like to make this canon. We have 2 units of measurement here: the weight of a coin and bigger than a rock.
That's Korramzedah, and the light is the night light, and she is just going to the bathroom. Don't worry about
Like a Motel 6 where they leave the light on for you.
it. Yeah. This is one of the get up in the middle of the night to pee things that old people all have to do.
I have been to a couple Motel 6s that look like a lot like this neighborhood that we're in right now.
Some of us don't get up; we just let it rip.
There you go.
Especially in hotels.
Just a stream of
Bad
unholy.
day to be a chambermaid.
All right, Flashheart. Anything you want to do, or are you just hanging back?
I'm just gonna make pithy convo with my friend Illendar here. I mean,
Alright.
I feel like I committed to this bit. Now I gotta see it through. But I feel like is there any monsters nearby that could use my tender mercies? All I see
Well,
is the,
so there was one. So there's the purple thing over here, but it's 20 feet in the air and fighting storm, and frankly,
I do not fly. So I was hoping that
It's-
Illendar will help me out.
it's disincorporating quite a bit here, thanks to Flesher. There was also that one lone salamander who went running back into the forge room and then through some doors and into the main building, you think. But I don't know if you could. Well, you might. Where you are, you might be able to see him. You might have.
Which direction is he?
He would be to your right, to the right side of the building. So, like, can you see through there? I mean, maybe, yeah. I think maybe you could see him. Can you see that guy right there?
I'm trying to. Let me see. I have my zoom way in.
Oh,
Try to
okay.
see that. I can see to this part. I don't see anybody.
I don't see him.
Yeah.
This is the very tippy.
You don't see this guy right here? Oops.
No.
No.
Oh, he must be in this.
Over
little,
here?
Which one? No, I don't see anything over there. All I see is I don't see that. I see this guy dead, and I see this wall right behind him, and then this is where shadow starts.
Mhm.
This
What
is
about
not
north of
shadow
that?
here. This is open. This is open here,
All dead.
and then this is shadow. Yeah, he must be right. Let's see if I move right here. See what happens. Nothing. Nothing changed. Okay.
Okay. All right. I thought you maybe had a chance to see him, but it could be that there's walls that are interposing that I didn't take into account.
Well,
All right.
if
Stack
you
of
look on
dead.
the zoom, if you look on the zoom,
Yeah.
that's what I can see. So I can
Oh,
see this
okay.
hallway
it's dim
all the way up to
there,
here,
yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I can see too.
but I can't see any individuals in it.
I don't think I can
Anything
even see
back
half
there.
the other half that
Okay.
table.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right. That's
I'm making
cool.
pithy conversation with Illendar. Maybe we pass a
I've
water.
got a deck of cards.
Getting together for
Yeah.
making some making some brunch dates for when you guys are back in Dresden. You know, there's a new dwarven bagel place that I've always been wanting to try. All right. Round 7, Gato.
Got a leap spec around to here.
Mhm.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. What the hell happened there?
I was doing the wrong thing for a second here. Hold on.
Okay.
That's kind of Gato's MO.
You using a using a macro?
So he leaps back up here.
Okay.
Notices that his foe's not there anymore.
Correct.
Everything else is dead. The only thing alive is this purple thing here.
Correct.
Now I have heard, because we've got that communal message thing going on, that it can only be hurt by bludgeoning.
Correct.
I'm going to direct the ape to stand in front of that door. Now he has no sight. I don't see what he sees.
Okay.
But that's what he's doing, and I'm drawing my sap.
Sap. Okay. Like a bag of pennies?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So you draw sap. Perfect. All right, that's cool.
No, he doesn't take one out. He actually is drawing one like on a piece of
I'm just drawing a sap.
He's got this is parchment.
I draw Indelair. He's a sap.
He's a sap. Okay, so this close. He's already, so he's going to try that again. So from the creature's point of view, and this is a question for you, Mike. Would Storm count as a person or a monster for consideration of charm?
I don't know.
I'm thinking.
I know.
I would say
person.
monster. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say person, but
it's held here by Illendar's life force, which is why it's not like a typical summoned creature.
Right.
But it is kind of a monstrous form, so yeah. I'll let you choose whichever one you
DM's choice.
Yeah, DM's choice, because it could go either way.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's for the purpose of this. I think it would. It's not a monster. It's a character. So I mean, I think it's a person. Okay. For the flavors, because it's effectively a character that can act independently. So it's gonna try and charm a quickened charm person on Storm. So I need a will save.
So
DC 18.
Storm has an ability called Devotion.
Okay.
So any kind of mind affecting, it gets a +4 on. So
okay.
This is going to be 4 higher than what it says.
Gotcha.
Isn't charm person for humanoid creatures too? It's not really.
You know what? Let me take a quick look here.
I don't think it's like just any creature. I think it's got to be a human form.
It does say humanoid creature.
So it would be a monster.
Yeah, Storm's definitely not a humanoid.
2 arms, 2 legs, and 1 head is what defines a humanoid. So Storm would be a monster. So it will do charm monster.
Okay.
These are not spells, by the way. These are sort of psionic. So it doesn't. Yeah, it's spell-like ability, so it doesn't provoke. But then I need
26 is what it
all
would be.
right. So it did that. That was quickened. So it can do that. All right. So then it's just getting irritated at this point, and it's just gonna try and smack you with a pseudopod. So we'll see if that works. 40.
No. For Storm?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's probably got like 1100 AC.
No, it's only like 900 or something like that.
Okay. All right. So it tried 2 things. And it's got Fletcher back there. Boy, Man, I don't have.
It's not in a good spot because
it's not in a good spot.
Within threatened range of 2 creatures. It's between 2 creatures that both have reach.
Yeah, that's not great. All right, well, it did what it did. It's not going to fly. It's gonna suck it up and fight it out. So there you have it. Okay. All right, he's awake now. Bardos.
Guess I'm going to use the last of the. What did I do? I'm going to do magic missiles again.
Okay. On Fletcher?
Nope. 14 on the purple blob.
Okay, 14 points. It has no defense against them in its normal thing, and it's certainly not immune to magic missiles, so that goes straight to hit points. Still flying, but you can see that it's beginning to come apart. It's having obvious trouble keeping itself integrated. There's more gap than creature at this point, as it's sort of desperately trying to hold on to it. Big blobs of this purple goo are falling to the ground underneath it as it desperately tries to hold on to some sort of contiguity. And you're flying over there?
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Perfect. Perfect. How about you, Lothar? What are you doing?
I'm going to how far away from me is damn it, I accidentally minimized the window. There we go. Oh yeah, Flashheart's close enough. I'm gonna cast Guardian of Faith on Flashheart.
Guardian of Faith. What does that do?
It gives him a oh, come on.
Helps him.
Yeah, it's he gains the benefit of Shield of Faith and
Okay.
protection from evil.
All right.
So Shield of Faith is a plus at my level. +4.
Okay.
+4 to his AC. And he gains protection from evil.
He already had protection from evil on him.
Yeah.
I have double protection from evil.
Double
secret protection.
This just at this point, it extends how long he has it because this is 1 minute per level.
Yep.
You know,
and that
when
+4 to AC is good.
When I
Yeah,
have my
so
yearly review with Ioma Day, I'm be like, so I mean, like, what are my benefits as a herald again? Because I had to have a drow cast this, like, you know, this thing that should like be standard equipment for a herald. I'm just saying.
So, as everyone knows, and frankly, I'm surprised that you
Right,
don't.
that was that Lothar cast.
If you're a herald, when you die, you experience total consciousness.
So I got that going for me, right?
You got that. So yeah, you got that
When
going
you
for
die.
Unga
like,
Gunga Galunga.
I'll be like, Mr. Dragon, come out wherever you are.
yeah, so
All
for the next 16 minutes, he has +4 AC against evil. No, he has +4 AC period
Okay.
from
Yeah,
Shield of Faith.
protection evil.
And it
And he
extends his
has
protection from
and
evil.
he has all the benefits of protection from evil.
Gotcha.
Great.
Okay.
Thank-
Beautiful.
Thank you to Lothar.
Flying, doing anything other than that?
I'm staying right here.
Okay.
Just to metagame for a second. Doesn't that seem like a little close to cliff that starts to be collapsing? Don't you want to like
I'm
shuffle?
flying.
He's up in the air.
Oh,
He's
so,
35
never mind.
feet in the air.
I was
Yeah.
getting corrected. Never
I'm
mind.
staying this close because Farotto chose to move down there.
I'm gonna
If-
move again. I can
if
only
I
Those
have
of us
to-
who are terrestrial based are a little nervous, you know.
If I have to dive bomb to catch her, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'll be moving again.
Send me an angel. Okay. All right. So that's it for you, Lothar?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. So he goes in there. Gato and Bardos, you guys can hear what is unmistakably you guys can easily hear what is unmistakably the sound of salamanders. Salamander is speaking to somebody. This
I
time,
understand, Ignan, by the way.
you understand Ignan? So it's going.
And you hear it's not my fault. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't do this. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Bring me a small liar. All right. So you understand Ignan, and I'm assuming Gato, you do not.
I do not at
Okay.
this time.
All right. So Bardos, you hear the salamander in there talking, and you can hear him. The first thing that he's doing is he's yelling out a name. And the name is, he's like, Lord Stillborn, Lord Stillborn. We've got a whole bunch of people out here that are killing everybody in sight. You got to help us. You got to help us. And then you hear this small, sort of weird voice, also speaking in Ignan, say something like, "What are you gibbering about out there? People attacking us? No one would dare, not under Korramzedah's eye."
oh, we dare. That's kind of our thing.
Or just
And that, yeah, other than that, there, that's all they're really saying. But the salamander addressed somebody named that he called Lord Stillborn, and then you heard this other voice, which you can only assume is this Lord Stillborn guy, saying, "What are you talking about? No one would dare to attack us. This is crazy talk." That's
Yeah.
kooky
I'll
talk.
let everybody know there's possibly a demon lord that's with the salamanders underneath over on the other side there.
The salamander sounds fairly panicked.
My lord, we've been attacked by a pack of gorillas.
You can't
They've
hurt them at all.
They've got angels. They've got gorillas. They've got all kinds of stuff. What are you talking about? Have you gone? No, I think they have a dragon too.
We did manage to get through all their dinosaurs.
We beat their dinosaur contingent, but the gorillas sent us running. We couldn't get them. All right, Illendar, you are up.
Oh, that's funny. So Storm is going to attack the purple thing. You can ignore it not doing the bite, and all the claws are going to be whatever Fletcher found. Bludgeoning.
All right.
So the
all right,
first one
bite is
probably-
ignored. So 42 with a claw. Yeah, so it only has I hate to admit it, but it only has 16 hit points left. So this is going to be much more than enough to to destroy it. So yeah, basically you beat it to death and it just sort of comes apart. And those of you standing on the ground, Flashheart, you and Illendar sort of hear this sort of plop, plop, plop as big wads of this purple goo come dropping out of the sky from 20 feet up and landing and splashing all over. Yeah, it's splatting all over this, and it's multiple chunks too. As Storm is sort of like beating the shit out of this thing, chunk after chunk, and finally the whole disintegrated portion of it just falls with a splash and a plop.
You know what that sounds like to me?
What's that?
Purple rain. Purple rain.
All right, 100 expert. No, it's all right. Okay. So Storm killed that.
Storm killed that. Illendar is going to smack a Flashheart with a fly.
Okay, you're gonna give Flashheart fly spell.
I believe I can fly.
Could hear him whining from up there. Whining.
You might be able to.
You can't make a paladin fly. That's just ridiculous.
I've heard of a horse
You
fly.
can make an elephant fly.
I've heard of a
I've seen a
house
dragon fly,
I've seen
but
a
I
dragon
ain't
fly.
never seen a
A
paladin
paladin
fly.
fly.
I be done seen about everything.
So,
All right, that it for
I'm
you, Illendar?
Yep.
All right,
Does
Farotto.
Flashheart have his magic feather?
The material component for this is I put one of those like Snoopy, aviator helmets on him.
Like the goggles.
Put one of those over the top of his head and say, "Hey, go get him, man."
A jaunty white scarf over my shoulder.
All right, Farotto, you spend the first half finishing up the conjuration, and 2 griffins, great statuesque beasts, appear before you and under your control, and they speak to you and they say, "What would you have us do, mistress?"
I direct them to fly straight up because they prefer to attack from above and wait until our large winged friend returns.
Well, you see a very, very large, slight dragon. Looks like he's missed a few meals.
How so? Griffins. Hold on a second. Let me check this just for a sec.
Cool.
Well, I thought you were going to use this to mount and be able to fly.
Oh no. Weighing in at over 500 pounds and 8 feet long from hook beak to tail, they're
lions with wings and an eagle head.
swooping down from their high to take prey with beak and tail and aggressive to terror. I mean, if nothing else, it's going to help distract them. I'd like to see them when, and this is what I'll tell them, when whichever, and I'm going to say there's another flying predator off to that side potentially, so keep an eye out. But when one comes in and swoops down, that's when I want him to drop an attack and push it down into range of our paladin who's now flying.
Gotcha. All right, so you're basically saying go straight up.
Yeah.
All right, so they can move fast. They move at 80 feet. So they are fast moving little fellows. So
hoping to catch surprise, to also get surprise on him. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know how.
On Terendelev?
Yeah.
I don't know that you'll be able to surprise her with an air attack, but
Even if they're up high
the
now.
more the merrier. I
Yeah,
figure why
more
not?
targets.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and then we also have the other one coming from the other whatever coming in from.
Something's over there. It passed me
Yeah.
in front of that light, so you're
So
not sure.
basically, it's kind of a herding technique towards our paladin and also protectives. So keep it busy, but
So basically, you're saying, as Terendelev comes in, they want to be higher than Terendelev.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So when Terendelev approaches, they're going to swoop down and drive Terendelev almost like a drive it downward towards Flashheart.
Yeah, and take away. I just want to take away some of her control, so it won't be a controlled attack. She'll have to not only adjust to being attacked, but then be in attack range by our lovely paladin who's ready to go. Beefed
Okay.
up, flying, and ready to roll.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. All right.
And then I put my bow back in my hands, and knock an arrow.
Gotcha. Okay. And you move over there by Illendar?
Yep.
All right. All right, hold on a sec. All right, Fletcher, you're up. Now, the creature that you were fighting is gone, and you don't see any other creatures, although there was a moment ago, there did seem to be some sort of ape running around. You're not sure what happened with that.
Oh God, don't make him make a wisdom check. Please don't make him make a wisdom check. You're muted, Dan.
Sorry, I sneezed before I muted. Do I see Terendelev?
Oh, yeah.
But I can't, too far away for me to attack.
It's going to be here in about 12 seconds. It's too far away now. Keep in mind, 2 rounds. Keep in mind Terendelev's speed, and let me just tell you.
Fast.
It's moving super fast. Terendelev's flight speed is
I thought it was around 200.
250.
Oh, 250?
So that's how fast it's moving.
So-
The Gryphons, which are considered speedy flyers, move at 80.
Yeah. She's
Oh,
really
yeah.
So Terendelev moves about 3 times as fast as the Gryphons do.
Well,
About 4 times as fast as the storm does.
no.
Can one teleport themselves onto a moving object?
If that is a great question. I think yes. And if hold on. Are we talking about teleport itself, or are you talking about some teleport-like spell like Dimension Door?
No, teleport specifically. Greater teleport.
Greater teleport. All right. So greater teleport. It functions like teleport, except there's no range limit and no chance to arrive off target. And you need not have seen the destination. So in this case, if I'm reading you right, do you want to teleport onto Terendelev?
I'm thinking of doing that. I'm just teleporting onto her back and
Okay.
Hey, so just so you know, the party's not there to help.
You'll be fine.
she's heading right for the party, so I figure she'll probably just her momentum will carry her forward.
Fletcher, Our Lady will protect us.
If the caravan guard says you'll be fine, you'll be fine.
Gato saying the quiet part out loud.
Wow.
After especially within 12 seconds of being healed by the priest of Erastil, who demanded that you
repented for
repent.
past deeds, not future deeds.
Apparently, that repenting was, didn't necessarily change any loyalties.
Can Astrid fly away from him?
Yes, Astrid absolutely can. All right, Fletcher, it's up to you. Is that what you want to do? It's a bold move, man.
That would be his only move this round, and he'd just be on her back. He couldn't attack because that would be casting the spell would be what he could do.
Right.
So then she'd be like another round closer after that, and he can fly if she throws him off, so he doesn't care. So yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
All right, so you're gonna do greater teleport, and you're gonna teleport yourself onto Terendelev's back.
Hell no!
All right, Boom. So I'm
It's a
just going to take you
rodeo.
since she's not on the map. I'm going to take you off the map because you're now with Terendelev.
So the whole party just saw me disappear. And by the way, they don't even know I have these abilities or why I have these abilities.
No, in fact, I'm a little flummoxed myself. But
The DM doesn't even know why you have those.
yeah. So I certainly don't remember handing out greater teleports like Kit Kats. But
Oh, that was two sessions ago. We've all got it.
We all got them.
All right. So
That was the gin night.
you see what I got tonight? Sugar-free Canada Dry. So keeping my head in the game. All right. Okay. All right. So
That's it.
you end
That's
up
it.
on top of Terendelev, who lets out a. So are you affected by fear?
I can be.
Yeah,
Okay.
he can be. Yeah.
So we have frightful presence. So I need a will
Oh, didn't I
save
already
from
go
you.
through that with her?
Yeah, a long time ago though, wasn't it?
Did you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, when she
Once you
stood
do
up
it
the
once, you're
first
good.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you beat it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me see if there's any other interesting shit that's about to happen.
See what else you can make up.
Oh, I don't have to make it up. The stat block is
It's a
2 pages
long
long.
sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty here, believe me. Well, certainly nothing that she can do right away. Because you kind of surprise her. So you find yourself essentially on top of this huge spinal column, right? And she's flying along, and you see her sort of disambiguated head kind of turn to look at you, and those glowing green orbs in her head sort of, I mean, it's just like a baleful thing, and she lets out a like, she can't really talk because of the critical, but she lets out sort of like this hissing noise at you, and you can see sparks flying off of her bones and her vertebrae as you hold on. So you're trying to hold on to the top of a really fast moving dragon. What's your strength?
Really?
It's pretty good, but
It's yes. While raging, it is 31. Sorry, 32.
31. Okay. All right. So you don't have any problem holding on, but yeah, I mean, you find yourself on the world's worst roller coaster, right? There's no seats, there's no seatbelts. You're holding on for dear life, and you're moving at 250, and the world's worst roller coaster is angry with you. She begins to shimmy around in the air to try and sort of like knock you off. All right, so you're on Terendelev. I don't think anybody can who would be able to see you?
Gryphons.
The Gryphons might see him, but I mean, you don't have mind-to-mind contact with the Gryphons, do you?
Well, I guess I thought when you summoned any creature, you were able to tell it what to do next.
You have to visit, like,
You have to be able to communicate.
you have to wait and tell it what to do.
Well, they speak common, but now they're 80 feet away.
Right.
At every turn, you say, "What do you want your such and such to do?"
Right, but you have to like physically say that. So if they get out
Yeah.
of range and can't hear you, then
Can we
They
include them in the
couldn't get
messaging
additional
spells?
No, not at this point. So
No.
the Gryphons probably can't. Well, they're not looking to see. Hey, they probably are like, hey, you guys want to jump on we've got our own jobs to do. If you guys want to jump on the back of a undead dragon, by all means, go for it. Lothar and Bardos, you're 10 feet in the air. So I don't know.
If Bardos sees him disappear, he's going to immediately say, "Where did you go, Fletcher?"
Oh, that's a good point. You got message on.
I'm on her back. I'm gonna take her down.
Not a euphemism. All right. So yeah. So Lothar, give me a perception check.
So we just see Bardo just like start shaking his head.
Yeah, basically.
Oh my god.
We have it's a telepathic link. It's not a message. So you all.
Yeah, we all hear it.
Okay. Lothar, you can actually, from your vantage point, you're probably the only one in the party that can actually see at this point, 500 feet away, whirling around for a thing, Fletcher on top of Terendelev. He's got a weird smile on his face.
I will get a very puzzled look on my face and think to myself, which I guess you can all get because it's mental. That crazy son of a
He's not repentant at all. Okay. So that's it for you, Fletcher, yes?
Yeah.
Flashheart, you doing anything interesting?
How many more turns am I saying Terendelev will be here?
Not
One.
next round, but the round after, yeah.
Nothing for your attack. I really don't have anything to do. I can make small talk again, I
I was
guess.
gonna say I've already set up the cards to play rummy, so
Yeah, so Farotto's here. Maybe we can cut her into the deal
Fill
here.
me in. Yeah, I'm good.
okay, I deal her in.
A
Oh.
table appears, a magical table. All right. So as we're going into round 8, so Lothar's suspicions, all of your suspicions that the cliff is falling away along the dotted lines are proven to be correct, because suddenly you feel a shift underneath your feet, those of you who are on the ground, and a huge portion of the cliff falls away and crunches away. So let me see if I can get
the first dotted line.
Right.
Whoa,
so
geez.
that everything on the left side of the blue line is now space. There's no cliff over there. And all those things you can hear, all of you can hear like crashing and rocks falling and the sound of masonry kind of ripping away and stone ripping away from the edge. And the whole plateau shudders as this happens. And we go into round 8. Gato, you're up.
It's a good day to be flying.
Okay, that's disconcerting.
I don't think invisibility will help you with if there's no ground to be invisible on.
I'm gonna hide from the collapsing cliff.
I moved to here.
All right.
I can see that guy. I'm going to use stealth.
Okay. What's your stealth? 27. That's not that good. It's not too good, buddy.
And I have the gorilla move in there.
All right.
Send in the gorilla.
Hold on a sec. All right. I just want to make a quick checkaroo on something. Okay. All right. That was a shitty roll.
He does not see me.
Bardos, in Ignan, you hear, look, it's one of the apes I told you about. All right, so that's all you do?
Moved and directed him, and that's all I can do.
Okay, so you're standing very close to this forge.
Yeah, but I am using stealth, so.
You're using stealth. Well, you're standing close to the forge. The heat is intense. Now you've got planar adaptation, which I think
Fire
focused
20.
on fire 20. So
Yeah.
So it's not damaging you, but the heat coming off of that thing is incredible. I mean, unbelievable. You can also see that there's like tools stuck in it and things like that. They were definitely making something in there.
Okay.
All right. That's it?
That's all I can do for right now.
That is all he can do for right now. Okay, so he's going to. He's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wes, can I see Gato where I'm at, or is that like a building?
He's inside the building. Now that building has some pretty significant gaps in it, where the walls are sort of torn down, and it's more of a lean-to than a room, but it is part of the building itself.
Does it have like a roof or is it?
It does. It does have a roof.
Okay.
Oh, well, I would say portions of a roof. A lot of the roof has been torn away. So basically because of this forge in here, a lot of the wall and a pretty significant portion of the roof has been torn away. I would to sort of allow it to vent. I would say probably, and I'm just going to go ahead and put
Well,
this.
first of all, roll a perception check.
Who?
Gordon,
Whoever's looking
because
for him.
because I'm not invisible, I'm using stealth.
Correct. So that white line is about is where the edge of the roof is, and where you can see the masonry and stuff that's where the walls have been sort of torn away. Your guess is that the roof has been partially removed so as to allow the forge to vent better. Because you can see the remnants of like a chimney in sort of this area. So you're guessing that when it was a human forge, it was inside the building, but now it's something else. These other portions of wall in various places are torn away. Your guess is to allow the large salamanders ease of egress.
Okay. But me being able to see Gato on the map means I can probably see him for real, right?
You could probably see him. He's stealthing. I don't know if he was out of your vision for a while, so I'm guessing that you might not necessarily see him now, so you would need to do a perception check. Yeah, you see him.
Wow.
Yeah, he's right there by the forge, right there.
Really?
You can see him.
27? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was
You
a
rolled
fairly
really
pitiful
bad.
row.
Okay, great.
What was
Yeah, I
this?
rolled
It's
a 3,
a natural 3. Yeah.
and you rolled a 9. So
Yeah, your last stealth was like a 50 or something like that.
Okay. So
well, yeah. Well, that was acrobatics, actually.
All right, Bardos, it's your turn. What are you going to do? You see
Okay,
Gato near the forge. This is the moment that he's probably switching sides.
Don't tell him yet.
So the Salam, where I was at, I've been there for a couple rounds, so I probably know the salamanders went. Are these doors? Are they closed or are they open?
They're open, and you can see what looks to be the back of some sort of giant ape.
Okay,
But also beyond, I think with a 29 perception, you probably see the salamander back there too. Now the salamander is facing the ape again now.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a forceful hand right in that doorway, but I'm going to put it against the demon lord. Assuming I can. Do you have to? I guess you have to see probably before you can do it. For that, you have to see, don't you? And he's not visible right now, right? You said
you don't see anybody. I mean, you only heard him before. You haven't heard him. He's not talking to this guy anymore because the salamander anymore because the salamander is facing the ape. So he's not. I don't know. I mean, the building goes kind of far back. So I mean, he might be somewhere else in the building. He might be just out of sight because of the way the walls are set up.
okay. I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
I am looking to see for him to start coming through those doors. The Lord.
All right. Sounds like a plan. All right. So you're gonna reserve your action. So that goes to Lothar. Lothar, what are you doing? Now you're flying above the edge of the abyss now.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to here.
Okay.
And then 45, 30, 20, 20, 25, 35. I'm casting Blessing of Fervor,
Okay.
which will include everyone except for my crazy ass friend who's riding a dragon. Sorry, bud.
It's all right.
That's +1 to hit, right?
You choose.
Me several different things.
Yeah, you choose what your benefits are. So with Blessing of Fervor, you can either increase your speed by 30 feet.
You can't do that one because you've already got haste and those two don't stack.
Okay, stand up as a swift action without provoking an attack of opportunity. Make one extra attack as part of a full attack using your highest base attack. Gain a
That's
+2
also done with haste.
Gain +2 bonus attack and a +2 dodge to AC and reflex saves. Or cast a single spell second level or lower as if were enlarged, extended, silent, or still.
Got it. I think I always use it for +2 attacks. So that's why I was.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying.
Okay. Sorry, just ignore that roll.
Mhm.
All right, so Blessing of Fervor, you've moved forward away from the edge of the abyss and cast Blessing of Fervor, got everybody but Fletcher, because Fletcher is busy indulging in his worst impulse control issues.
Yeah.
All right, so the salamander is like, I hate apes, and fires at the ape with his longbow. He goes, I know you're not real.
Mhm.
But he fires twice. First shot, I don't even have to roll. The first shot goes through. The second shot also goes through, which means now he has to make a will save to try and make the thing disappear. So here we go.
Natural 1.
24. Does that get past the DC?
It gets past.
All right, so now the ape disappears. Finally, the salamander says. And you see him sort of looking around. So he's going to do a quick perception to see if he sees Gato. Where's his perception check? Oh, well.
He
Gato
could. I rolled low.
He did, yeah, you didn't roll very well, so. Oh, yeah, he sees you.
me.
Pulls another arrow. He's like, you're the one who's been bringing these apes. And he's going to fire. He can't yet because he fired both his arrows at the thing. All right. Fletcher. Terendelev is flying along fast, can't seem to get at you, and suddenly does.
Less.
Well, yeah.
5 points of bleed.
Oh, son of a biscuit. Yeah.
Son of a biscuit.
He's gonna have to find some magical healing.
It's
all
5 points of bleed and 2 points of rage for less.
Yeah.
When it gets to 20, then he flips out.
My rage powers are infinite, though. All right, so Terendelev is gonna do a couple of things. First thing, which is probably going to be more problematic for Flashheart than for anybody else, is that Terendelev suddenly becomes invisible. Second, which is more of a problem for Fletcher than it is for anybody else, is immediately after becoming invisible, Terendelev abruptly shifts direction. So I need you to make. I'm going to say, well, yeah, maybe. No, well, I'm going to say either. Hold on, I got to look at Terendelev's thing to see what will be apropos here. But yeah, he goes invisible, so you can't see him, and then he basically hangs a hard right to try and knock you off. I'm going to say this is going to be an opposed acrobatics check. So I will roll my acrobatics roll, and I want you.
Does it matter less that I clearly see her?
You could see invisibles, as can
Only
Bardos.
because I cast True Seeing. Remember from the last fight?
I did not have that on my list of spells that people had going
I had to
on.
cast it because I couldn't see that fire creature because of all the smoke.
Oh, that's right. Okay, all right. So you did have True Seeing, so you can see her underneath. So that didn't work. I'm going to say
see
that
her, but I can see Fletcher, right? As long as I can see Fletcher.
So here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
we're still going to do an opposed check. I'm going to roll an acrobatics check, and you're going to roll either your strength roll, a strength check, or a reflex save, whichever you prefer. And whoever has the highest number, if you have the highest number, you stay on. If you have a lower number than mine, you are zigged off. Sound
Reflex
good?
is actually stronger. Yeah.
All right. So her acrobatics is plus 24. So here's my roll.
Oh,
25.
29. All right. So, all right. What's your strength? What are you going to use? A reflex or a strength bonus?
Reflex, which is plus 16.
Plus 16. You got to be 29.
Oh,
Natural one. All right. She zigged when she should have zagged. And even though you could see her, you fly off. Now, I'm assuming that you can still fly.
oh yeah, I'm still fine.
All right. So basically, you're thrown off. So now you're hovering. You're about 150 feet over the city, maybe 200 feet. So very high up. You could see her sort of resuming. She seems pleased that she's knocked you off, and she's resuming her course back towards the thing, and she's like downhill run.
We can still communicate with Fletcher, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Careful about going too high. Remember the rock attack everything or goes too high.
Thank you. And she had to stop though, at least. So her momentum is now she's got to build it back up.
Yeah, well, she didn't stop. She just sort of like zigged. So she's still moving very fast. But she did. Well, what this does is it adds another round to her arrival.
Okay.
Great.
But now she's invisible.
I'm wasting my time down here.
So who can see invisible creatures? I know Fletcher can right now. Bardos.
Fletcher and Bardos.
Anybody else?
Not yet.
Not yet.
All right. Illendar.
Unless I'm not on the list, by the way.
Illendar will say, Flashheart, you love me, don't you?
Oh no, you're not on the list. You're still on my list. Don't worry.
What did you say, Mike?
He will say, Flashheart, you love me, don't you?
I do. In
Okay.
fact, I
So with
have
that,
written a
Always say
poem
that.
that
Without, he does,
I have a poem.
he takes, just because it's funny, because he's the paladin and I'm a drow. He like does the whole, your healed thing on the forehead and hits him with true seeing.
Oh, okay. You guys keep ruining my plans.
I can see clearly.
All right. Well, you see
everything more clearly than you ever wanted to.
Flashheart, when the true seeing hits you, look up into the sky and you see Terendelev clear as day. Now, at this point, you also see Fletcher sort of floating in midair, kind of like, not very happy, just sulking a little bit. But
Gato's
Terendelev,
not a demon lord though, Les?
no, not as far as you can tell.
Well,
I mean,
true
he's
seeing
got. Yeah,
still-
well, you do see his black heart, but beyond that, he says he doesn't have horns or anything.
Interesting.
All right, so Illendar, you give Flashheart. So Flashheart, you can still see Terendelev. It's going off your expected course, but it's still headed your way.
Okay, and then Storm's gonna come back and sit right next to Illendar.
Illendar,
All right.
right. I'm proposing my poem right now to you. To my
And
about my love.
Illendar's only got one action left, so since we're letting full round actions bleed from one round to the next, you start to see Illendar moves to Storm, and they start to meld.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah.
So,
Now-
wait a second. What are you doing?
Now's not the
Blending into Storm?
Yeah.
Now's not the time to get jiggy with it.
Getting jiggy with it.
It is.
So that's how it is with summoners. Okay, so is this a power that I need to know about?
Sure.
What is it called?
Give me a second. Merge form. I don't know how they ever came up with that.
Merge forms. All right. Hold please. Oh, here we go. Merge forms at 16th level. As a full round action, a summoner can touch his Eidolon and the two can merge forms. I've seen this movie. This transformation includes all of the gear, summoner's gear. Well, that's lucky. While merged this way, the summoner is protected from harm and basically cannot be the target of spells or effects. All effects and spells currently targeting the summoner are suspended until the summoner emerges from the Eidolon. So it's less merge form and more crawl inside, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. Just
Crawled inside a dragon.
protect me.
What's it smell like in there?
I don't know, but the whole like nasty dragon flying this way and
I was ready.
Ow!
Okay, so basically merge into Storm, and now There, you know, it was like, let me talk to Dana. No Dana, only Zool.
Only, yeah.
All right, there's no more Illendar, only Storm. And Flashheart, you were just,
Illen-
you know, you were professing affection for this drow, and he just sort of like, hold on, I'll be right back. And he crawled inside of a dragon.
Yeah. Illendar sleeps above the covers. 4 feet.
4 feet above the covers. That was a great line.
All right. Illendar, you do that. Storm comes down and you join there. Okay, Farotto, what are you doing?
I'm waiting for our friend Terendelev to come back, or this other creature to show up.
Okay. I'm assuming the Griffins keep going straight up and get into position.
Jennifer,
Yeah,
does Farotto have an ability to fly?
Farotto does not. No.
Storm
You see
does
you see an arm come out of the
Storm,
rear
yeah.
portion
No.
of
Storm,
Storm and
Storm does
gesture at
have
Farotto.
a saddle on the back that'd be a great perch for like an archer.
On the back of Storm.
Yeah, Storm's
Oh,
got
I'd be glad. I'd
a
be
saddle,
up in the battle. That'd be
so you
fabulous.
can jump up there and
Okay.
you've got a nice flying perch that you can shoot arrows from.
I feel like Storm's getting a little crowded as it is, don't you? I mean,
Sounds great.
Door was awfully big.
okay, all right. So Farotto, you leap up onto Storm's back, and jump into that saddle, then, right?
I do.
Okay. Cool. Is that it for you then?
I think so. Yeah, because I'm really kind. I mean,
All
we
right.
can pick off that. I'll be at Storm's. I'll trust Storm's instinct to go where he needs to go with Illendar at the helm, and I'll point arrows as we go.
If you can't trust a dragon absorbing a drow, who can you trust?
Exactly.
All right, Fletcher, you're up. So you're largely floating in midair after Terendelev is sort of shaking you loose. That said, Terendelev is moving so fast that it's unlikely that you're going to be able to catch her.
How far away is she?
Well, she's moved 200 feet, 220 feet from where she left you.
So she shook me immediately.
Yeah.
Not halfway through.
Nope.
Okay, I teleport back onto her back again.
Dude, can you do that?
Yep, this will be my last one, but I can.
All right, boink right back on. Holding on. I'm gonna.
Where you think you're going, little girl?
She lets out an enormous electric hiss of anger and rage and resentment, specifically pointed at you, and she starts zigging and zagging across the sky. But you're like, that trick's gone. I'm not going to fall for that again. And you hold on, so you are back on top of her, flying towards ground zero. Flashheart, we're back to you. Illendar, let's just say, disappeared. Farotto is on Storm. Lothar's flying above you guys. Part of the cliff's gone.
Okay. Yeah, it's a laugh a minute here. I am casting a spell. I'm gonna cast Deadly Juggernaut on myself, which I get stronger every time.
Ooh, that's
What?
awesome.
What
I
the
love
hell
that.
is that?
Let me pull it up here.
Hold on,
sounds
Deadly Juggernaut. All right, so let's see here. Deadly Juggernaut. Okay, Paladin 3rd level spell. With every wow, okay. With every enemy life you take, you become increasingly dangerous and difficult to stop. During the duration of the spell, which lasts 1 minute per level for the next 16, 17 minutes.
Yep.
You gain a cumulative +1 luck bonus on your attack rolls, damage rolls, strength checks, and strength-based skill checks, as well as DR2 each time you reduce a qualifying opponent to 0 or fewer hit points with a melee attack.
I like the part where I get more deadly every enemy's life I take. So I basically become Fletcher, right?
A little, yeah. It's a little Fletchery, I have to say.
Little
All
less
right, so
stable,
this is on. Hold on. So Deadly
less
Juggernaut.
conversation.
Wow. Okay. All right. Cool. You want to move any or anything like that? You got a fly spell on you, so you can now. You have 3
Can I
dimensions at your
charge?
disposal. There's nobody to charge at this point that you can
I
see.
can charge Terendelev, right?
You can fly up into the air and fly towards her. Yeah.
But she's not within charge range yet. I can't estimate how.
No, not yet. She's
I thought you said she'd be back
still
next
probably.
There's
Well,
a salamander and something else in this room over here.
She tried to get rid of Fletcher and had a brief bit of success, but it took her off of her flight path. Now she's probably 400 feet away and moving fast.
Is she coming back towards this spot?
Oh yeah.
I will fly towards her then. So point me to her.
All right. So fly spell gives you fly 40, right?
60.
60. All right. So
Still nowhere close to her. Her.
No, I
All
don't,
right.
need to be, I don't need to be like trying to catch her speed. I'm just trying to close the distance.
all right, what have? Hold on, I gotta.
I don't know which direction she's actually coming from. I assume she's coming from over here because she was gonna try to push me off a cliff.
Hold on a sec. All right, so she's about 400 feet away and moving. This is like junior high. So 400 feet away.
If a
And
dragon
moving-
leaves Chicago, traveling
250 with Fletcher on top. You've just lifted off in a curve, so she's up but descending. You're ascending at 60. So she's gonna. So you'll be 120, and she'll be at. Yeah, next round you guys will meet midair. Unless my crude drawing is wrong.
Valkyries if I hit her. You know, I want to go in full Valkyrie.
All right. At this point,
Which direction am I heading? That way?
Sort of up and to the northeast. You're flying upwards.
So you want to put whatever you think. I guess it'd be.
I would guess you're probably at 40 right now. Yeah, at 40 feet up.
Yep.
So
let me put a number on.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oops. There you go. Can you see that?
The Flight of Valkyries or the Immigrants song, one of the two.
I think. I do have Flight of the Valkyries.
Here we go.
I was just gonna play it in the background while you fly up there. Can you guys still hear it?
Nope.
Yeah.
I heard it for a second. Now it's dropped. Now I can.
There
All
you
right.
go.
All right, so Flashheart lifts off and goes hurtling towards Terendelev, who is hurtling even more so at Flashheart. They are going to meet in midair at about 100 feet up, 80 feet up from the thing. The Gryphons are in position. They are now probably marginally above where Terendelev is. So Terendelev is coming down through the plane of the ecliptic where they are at 160, 180 feet. Everybody else is where they are. And at this point, you hear a sound, and I don't think I have it on here. You hear a sound from back towards Korramzedah's temple, which is this weird sort of bloop noise. It's hugely loud. It resonates all across the city. It's like bloop. Something's going on back there, but it's enormously loud.
Flushing of a toilet.
That's where we're in. That's our ultimate goal is Korramzedah's temple, right?
Right. Well, ultimately you had to do 3 things, right? One was get the Nihydrian chisel, one was find the suture, and the other was assassinate Korramzedah. And the idea was theoretically, if you found the suture or Korramzedah would know about it and would come at you.
And what is this? I remember the chisel. I don't remember.
We're not sure.
No.
We have the
Not
chisel.
sure what it is, but those 3 things. So the idea is that each of those 3 things will make it easier for you to get to the place you need to do to conduct the ceremony to close the world wound, right? You have the book, you have the paradox, the lexicon of paradox with you. That essentially you're going to have to do the what's the word? The ritual that will close the world wound. Having the Nihydrian chisel will help that. Having the suture will help that. Although you don't know what the suture is now, but the suture supposedly is here at the Soul Foundry. That's why you guys are here in this place, is because supposedly that's here. It was being protected by somebody called Hold on. I know the answer to
Blade Man.
this.
Wait, what?
It was the
Flayed
filleted
Man.
man. So it was being protected, but the filleted man is supposed to be here. You haven't seen him yet, so you don't know what's going on. And then killing Korramzedah, if you guys manage to pull that rabbit out of a hat, creates so much disruption in the city that your path to wherever you need to go to the place to conduct the ritual will be less fraught. Everybody will be like, with Korramzedah dead, suddenly everything is thrown into turmoil, right? There's a power vacuum at the top.
Let me just correct. Let me just confirm with my Midwestern friend. Les, did you say flayed man or filleted man?
Filleted man. So here,
like a filet mignon.
Yeah.
It's weird. So I was thinking blade like skinless.
Yeah.
No, the filleted man is called, like filleted like a fish.
All right. Fair enough. I thought it was it's like, what is he trying to say?
All right, but there's this big sort of bloop sound. You're not sure what that is, but those of you who are spellcasters and or it's your guess that is related in some way to Korramzedah's power. So you're not sure, but it was so loud that it echoes throughout the entire city. Your guess is that there is no one in this city that did not hear that.
No.
It was that loud. All right. Flashheart rises up. We go into round 8.
Wait a minute, unless I was held and I did not do anything.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to do something before we go into round 8?
What I was holding for didn't happen, so I am going to move next to Gato.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, I'm going to ask him what he's up to. What are you doing?
All right. So you're going to land or are you going to stay in the air?
Yeah, I'm going to get low enough to talk to him. Or, well, I can talk to him in my head, so.
All right. But you're going to stay flying?
Yeah. Are we looking for the whatever it is we're looking for?
The suture?
The suture?
We're trying to hide from that salamander in that room, and we're looking for the suture or the filleted man.
Go for some Outback Steakhouse now.
All right.
So I've got to go away to get unseen by this salamander.
Yeah, well, you don't know if he's seen you or not.
Do I see that salamander where I'm at, Les?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's right through the doorway, and he's looking at you more or less. He's also seems to be looking at Gato, so maybe Gato's natural 3 on his stealth roll didn't really.
I really didn't feel comfortable with that. Stealth,
may not have worked.
All right, I'm going to run a spell, and I'm going to do Chain Lightning and make him the first target.
Okay. What's
Yeah.
the second target?
I can't see, but anything, it can jump up to 16 targets inside of 30 feet, but I don't know if you have to see them to do that or if.
I don't know. I think you have to see him, but I'm not sure. I might be wrong. Hold on a second.
What the spell?
Chain lightning.
Chain lightning. That's funny.
All right, checking out Chain Lightning. 1 primary target plus 1 secondary target, each of which must be within 30 feet of the primary target. Deals attack. Each target can attempt a reflex save. After it strikes, the lightning can arc to a number of secondary targets equal to your caster level. The secondary bolts strike 1 target. You can choose secondary targets as you like, but they must all be within 30 feet, and no target can be struck more than once. You could choose to affect. Yeah, I guess if your choice is that I choose any target within 30 feet, that would work. You wouldn't. It doesn't say that you have to see them.
Okay. Well, so DC 25 reflex save.
All right.
Hold
on. I want to try something here. Okay. So here's a question for you. When we talk about within 30 feet, is that as the crow flies, or would it have to negotiate around walls? And here's why I asked that. So there are other creatures So you guys can't see it, but I just put a 30-foot aura around the salamander to see what's within 30 feet. There are other creatures within 30 feet, but there are walls in between those creatures and the salamander.
Can't go through walls.
If you go through the hallway to get to those people, it's more than 30 feet.
But I would say it doesn't
I
help.
would say it doesn't reach, but what I mean, can anybody come up with a different interpretation?
I wouldn't think.
No,
lightning.
it can't go through a wall. It could go through the hallway, but
But if it's more than 30 feet, then yeah, I think it stops.
It's more than 30 feet.
So yeah, I would say it just 30 feet from there that can get there as you would physically be able to travel.
Okay.
it might crackle down the hallway and stop at 30 feet so that they know something happened. But
yeah, it might try to get to him, but in this case, yeah, it's not enough to reach him. All right, so what's the reef save on that?
25.
25 reflex. All right, let me go ahead and roll that. 1 second. No. 26.
Oh!
All right, so that's for half damage, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 25 points.
25 points is half. Holy shnikes! All right. That worked. So it slammed into that guy. And well, let me make sure. All right, they're not immune to electricity. So yeah, that affected him. He lets out a yelp and staggers backwards with his bow in his hand as the electricity coruscates around him. And since it's your spell, you would know that the electricity tried to reach out to a second target, but did not quite get there. But only to one second target.
Okay.
Okay. Right, round 8. Gato.
Okay. Did you see how I moved?
Yes, I did. So you sort of went around the north side of the forge.
Right.
Gotcha.
Way
and
up
along
high by the doors. I'm out of sight of that guy. I'm going to do stealth again.
Okay. Give it a shot. That's a little better.
Roll a 7.
Clonking around like a Clydesdale in this place. Okay. All right, cool.
But I am out of sight of it right now. Oh, I will switch back to my grandfather's blade.
Okay.
I had the sap out for a while. I'm switching back to the grandfather's blade.
I think you should become a sap master.
I could be if I need to subdue something.
Sap master. Like ink masters.
Okay. All right. This is gonna be for Bardos. Range touch attack. Okay. Bardos.
Move Bardos to just before round 9. Because he was on hold.
Oh, right. Okay, yep. I'm gonna put him. Okay, right there. Okay, so Bardos, you see a couple of things because of your ability to see invisible. Things are getting interesting. So first thing that happens is this door opens over here. You see the door?
Due north.
Oh, I'm on the wrong. Hold on, I'm on the wrong thing. This door here.
Okay, got it. Yep.
And then you see, and I'm going to hold on. I'm gonna give you control so that you can see this guy. You see a something. Wait, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that's a pain in the neck. All right. So I'm gonna take away your control. Hold on a second.
Okay.
It's difficult to do this because it's like only one guy can see him.
Right.
But it's just difficult. All right, so you see this guy. Everybody else has to ignore him. He walks out there and steps forward, sees Bardos, smiles, points a wand at you, and fires a black ray of energy.
Oh,
Range touch attack from this wand, and you are not going to like it.
Does he then become visible?
No, he does not.
Range touch is 20 less.
Okay, so I need to find out what's my ranged attack bone, which I just had here moments ago.
-13. That's what I'm voting for.
Nope. It is. Oof. Okay, that isn't great for you. All right, here we go. Oh, gotcha. It's a wand of enervation. So you fire a black ray of negative energy that suppresses the life force of any living creature it strikes. You must range touch. If you hit, the subject gains 1d4 temporary negative levels, and they stack. Okay, so that would be 2 negative levels with all that entails.
Let's see. Anybody know where to do that on, is that on the laptop? On the,
Yeah,
On-
if
on
you
the
go
spreadsheet?
to all combat conditions. So in the effects table, you've got an icon that looks like a little tree. Go there, go combat conditions, and
where's effects? I'm not seeing that. What are we talking about? On the
so on the laptop page, you've got the active effects table.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You've got a square there that says advice. Right next to it is a button that looks
Okay.
like a little decision tree like type thing.
Right. Right. Yep.
Let me find.
Factors, class, race, abilities,
Gato, do you have true seating?
combat conditions. Probably.
I do not right now. No.
Okay.
Is it combat conditions?
Yeah, it's all combat conditions go down to energy drain.
Got it. Okay. Yep. And then add 2, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Can you see the invisibility circle?
Yep.
Bardos? Okay. All right, cool. No one else, I don't think anywhere close by can see invisibility. So that's it. Gato, you said you can't?
I cannot see invisible, and if you tell me there's someone invisible, I'm like, I don't know where he's at.
Okay, I'll tell him he's about 10 feet to your northwest, right up against the wall before those doors, or to the right of the doors.
Okay.
He just hit me with kind of lateral energy drain.
And I just sent you a message.
Oh, and he's pointing the one at you, so you might want to move.
I am invisible. Did he beat my stealth?
He seems to be able to see you.
I'm not invisible. I'm using stealth, I mean.
Okay. I guess
Now, I didn't roll great, but
does true seeing beat stealth?
no.
Okay. All right, then
You
I do
just
have
see
to
things
do...
as they are, but if they're hidden, like physically
Gotcha.
hidden, you still don't see them.
All right, then let me do a quick I'll do a perception check because maybe he's not
Yeah,
pointing
so I
that
didn't
one
roll
at you.
great, so he might be able to see it. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he sees you. Cool. All right, that is him, Lothar.
I want to move up here
Okay.
because I have a fly of 60. And I'm casting Invisibility Purge.
Ooh, okay. How far does that go?
80 feet in every direction from me.
Wow.
Can
right.
you see the white aura on me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
That's Invisibility
That's
Purge.
the purge. Okay. So, all right.
So all forms of invisibility are gone.
Is there a save?
No.
It just purges.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. All right. I don't think any of our guys are invisible. Okay. There you go. Gato, you can see him now.
Well, I didn't know this asshole was there. I did it so when the dragon comes in, who I was told was invisible,
Okay.
when he flies within 80 feet, he becomes visible to everyone.
Okay. That's legit. We got a bonus then.
Yeah.
Bonus.
How far is this dragon and the other thing? Have we?
Next
you-
round is the
How far?
dragon.
Like feet? How many feet
So
is
you
there?
could probably shoot this round at the dragon, even though he's off the screen, because that's a longbow.
Yeah.
It's only a
Apparently
-2 for every.
But I can't see him
You can now.
I'm sure you could.
when he's within 80 feet. But is he within 80 feet?
Oh, that's right. You don't have to see invisibility. So yeah, you can
Right.
Fuck's sake.
What?
Oh, less is suffering.
Mhm.
Grabbing those freaking wings for you, man, is a pain in the ass. I had to move Storm out of the way.
That's why we put him on the GM layer.
God.
But
Okay.
then no one can see him.
Remember, Les, hate leads to anger, leads to hate. Hate leads to the dark side.
I'm just like, son of a biscuit, that's killing me. I've spent the last easily minute and a half trying to grab that left side wing, and it has been driving me nuts. All right, so Lothar, you go over
Maybe you
there,
could make another
invisibility
character.
purge. I'm sorry?
Can you make another character that you can just stack underneath Lothar that already has wings, like they come
Or
out?
just change his icon to have, wings.
To have
Yeah.
wings. Yeah, he's not always
Make
flying
sure
around.
that-
He's,
Right, so you just switch up the icon
Yeah,
out.
give him little Red Bull wings.
All right, so Lothar is that you moved, you cast a spell, invisibility purge is up.
Yes.
Okay. All right, hold on. I gotta check here. So it's the salamander's turn. Does he have you? No, he's going to move. So he's going to move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and shoot an arrow at Bardos. Okay. Oops. Ooh, natural 20. Confirm at 31 hit you?
Yep.
Oh, he just critted you with an arrow.
Ouch.
Okay, let me see. Where's my stuff? All right, so ranged attack. Oh shit.
He doesn't be hit by a 31 anymore.
Severed tendon. Max damage and 1d4 dex. 4 dex points you just lost, and the max damage on that arrow is 1 moment.
He just Achilles'd you. Achilles.
D8 plus 4, so 12 points.
Okay.
And minus 4 dex. And then, all right. So Terendelev moves forward 250. So she is now within. So you haven't moved yet. So she's now within. Well, now I was wrong. You won't get to her this fast if you're moving 60. She's within 150 feet of you right now.
Are you talking to me on Storm?
I'm talking to Flashheart.
Flashheart. Okay.
And you move 60. So yeah, you'll end this round 40 feet away from Terendelev. The problem is on next round, Terendelev will cover that territory fast. So keep that in mind. She will get to you before you get to her.
Well, can I just hold my action right here then?
You can.
Yeah.
She will absolutely be on top of you next.
All right.
Next turn.
Here's my. I've been since after I finished my my poem to Illendar, I was writing out my my note.
Okay.
I'll put it into roll 20 there. There we go. Boom.
How may I compare you to a drowish day? I'm gonna eat. Ooh. All right. Give me a D20. Just a raw D20.
Raw. Give it to me raw.
Give it to me raw.
All right, hang on a second. I have an advanced roller open. Let me.
Hey, Les, I think you skipped me, hon.
9.
No, we haven't got to you yet. So we haven't got to you yet. I'm still above. The invisible ones are still on my turn order, but you guys don't see them.
Oh, I got you.
So I'm still there. Illendar's next inside of Storm. So all right. So all right. I'm gonna send you a message.
Secret messenger. Thought it was only Gato got these, but pretty exciting.
All right. In the meantime, Storm and Illendar, what do you guys do?
Illendar is casting See Invisibility on
Sure.
Storm. So now Storm can see invisibility.
Can Storm tell
Okay.
Can Storm tell you to me if he can see the dragon and where? Can he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, now, yeah. If you cast See Invisibility on Storm, you can absolutely see it. So right
Yeah, Storm can
now,
see yeah.
he's 35. He's there. So yes. So for Lothar, Terendelev will. Yeah, Terendelev will hit the invisibility purge sphere, which goes 80 feet up, and you're 35 feet in the air, so it goes 115 feet up.
Yeah.
And 80 feet out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Terendelev will hit the invisibility purge right around the same time that he hits Flashheart.
At the same time he hits Flashheart?
Well, the same round, yeah.
Oh, but he'll come into the sphere before he gets to Flashheart's turn. Or will it?
Yes, but like moments before. It would be almost simultaneous.
Like Farotto's turn right before Flashheart is what I'm aiming for.
Well, if you would like to
no, not like that.
Fire, you can go on Hotfire and say, hey, whenever I see Terendelev,
yeah, I'm just trying to hit Terendelev with an ice storm before he gets in the way of hitting everybody else too. That's all. That's what I'm trying to time.
Remember, Fletcher's on the back.
Yeah, he's on the back.
Oh shit! I forgot Fletcher was on.
You know exactly where Terendelev is right now.
Crumbs.
Yeah, you just
Because we can see
Fletcher.
Fletcher. Well, what am I going to do with my Gryphons too? Tickle them from the underside? Okay.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me Flashheart, let me send you a quick message.
Okay. Are you sending it to okay, you'll put it
I'm sending it by the secret.
Double secret
handshake.
Send it in the Gato Express. Copyright Gato 2027. Like an Addams Family foghorn when it comes.
Okay. I'm just gonna send you that for right now. Everything has sort of it's like everything is ramped up a bit.
Cool.
Not just a bit, like so you guys will see up there. So from your guys, for everybody but Flashheart's point of view, everybody like who's not Flashheart, you guys, those of you who can see invisible, you see Terendelev headed straight for him. You see Flashheart sort of flying up into the sky. He's got Radiance in his hand, and he's like, charging at Terendelev. His Radiance suddenly is lighting up the entire area. So Radiance always kind of glowed with a calming and sacred light. Now it's like a beacon. So you know how bright the light in Korramzedah's tower is? It's almost that bright now. It looks from a layperson, it looks like Flashheart is holding like a almost white hot piece of metal in his hand as he flies up towards the thing. The whole region around you is now lit up brightly, and some of you are like, well, pretty much everybody knows we're here now.
Yeah.
Because our flying paladin just lit up the city. But yeah, there's this huge light. Lothar as a priest, you can tell that the energy, a deity-like energy is flowing through both Flashheart and Radiance at this point.
Yeah. So is Flashheart move forward?
He's moving. It's not his turn yet, but yeah, he's basically moving in an arc upward and forward towards things. So yeah, he is probably he's about 60 feet high and moving in like this direction. He's moving towards Terendelev. So yeah.
Okay.
Hold my action to strike this.
He's actually probably about here if you want to look at him from the thing. But he's moving swiftly, sort of on a parabolic arc.
I like that because now it puts him in my holy aura.
Okay.
All Flashheart is thinking to himself is, don't roll a 1.
Don't roll a 1. All right. Okay. For Illendar, what do you say you're doing? You're casting see invisibility on Storm.
On Storm. So
all right.
So Illendar still can't see anything, but Storm can now see invisible.
All right.
Creatures.
And Storm can absolutely see Terendelev coming, bearing down on Flashheart with murder on its mind. What does Storm do? Is Storm going to lift off?
She's going to lift off and probably stay a little bit behind Flashheart. She got the same speed as Flashheart.
Okay. So she's basically going to track his move.
Yeah.
All right.
Because she assumes that Friendless coming towards him, and she wants to be able to jump in once that combat ensues.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
And she's as she's flying, she's kind of verbally telling Farotto where the dragon is.
Okay.
Like, okay, right in front of us, off to the left, a little high, whatever.
So Farotto, you can't see invisible yet?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. It's your turn.
I asked Storm to look around while she's flying and see if she sees this other creature that we had witnessed off in the distance in front of the tower.
Oh, the one that blocked the light
Mhm.
by the tower?
Yeah.
Do you need a perception from Storm?
Yes. Sorry, I thought I said that out loud.
I thought it.
You didn't thunk it hard enough.
33 perception. You can't. Well, so with Flashheart's sword glowing so brightly, the city largely this. I mean, it's lighting up a whole region of the city. Like I said, Korramzedah's tower is about 3/4 of a mile that way. But what Storm sees with a 33 is what looks to be a large, fast-moving black cloud. And it's moving towards here. It's moving towards there. It's still a long way off, but the fact that Storm can see it gives you an idea of the size of the cloud.
Okay.
You see it too, Farotto. It's like a big. Yeah. I mean, the best way I can describe it is like a big. It's almost like a stain on the air, for lack of a better term.
Hey, no pressure, Gato, but it's all on you finding that the skeleton ring or whatever we're looking.
I got it, buddy.
Something wicked
luck and
this
we're all
way
counting on
comes.
You find it. I'm gonna start composing my next poem to you.
Your final poem, if you will.
My posthumous poem.
All right, Farotto, you're being borne up into the sky on Storm. You're heading towards the Terendelev who you can't see.
Can we see that Bardos is hurt? Can we see that he's down or thrown
He's
off?
not. Well, he's not down.
No, thrown off is what I meant. That can we see that he's in melee and it's not going
You
swell?
guys have telepathic bond. He might tell you. In fact, I imagine he probably would. He told Gato certainly on
Ow,
telepathic
ow,
bond.
ow, ow, ow.
Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
said I can't see it. You said it's that way generally, and I'm like, I still can't see it.
well, now you can because of the invisibility purge. And this Gato is what the creature looks like. What happened there? What happened?
What
Well,
happened?
it didn't come up.
It didn't come up. Why did it not come up?
All right, again.
All right. Well, I guess we're never gonna know what this guy looks like. So sorry.
Failed again.
Hold on. I can. Oh, I know why. Because I'm clicking the wrong damn thing.
You're clicking the darkness.
I'm clicking the darkness. So hold on. This is what he looks like.
Magic missile, the darkness.
Ew.
Yeah, I don't
creepy.
like him.
He's looking right at you, and he's got a wand in his hand.
He's
Yeah,
got like
but
a face on the side of his
Yeah,
face.
which
He
face is
looks like
looking at him?
He's looking at everybody.
The front face, yeah, is looking at you. So there's a side face too. But yeah, he's looking at Gato, and he's pointing that wand at you, the one that Bardos just informed you steals levels. All right, so Farotto, you're up in the air though. You're going up in the air, and you're tracking. You're basically sort of tracking Flashheart as you go up towards Terendelev. You don't see Terendelev, but Storm seems confident.
All right. Well, I guess I'm engaged here. I wish Bardos the best in my head.
Okay, Fletcher.
I
I'm
take
very.
the Griffins with me. I make sure the Griffins are heading to.
They're already way above you.
Okay, but I'm let them know that we're kind of just share.
We're coming up. Okay, Fletcher.
Well, she didn't try to shake me loose this time, so I'm
No,
going to
she's-
remind her I'm here.
She's beelining towards you. So you're on. All right. So you're on top of her, flying, and she's descending and moving very quickly. So you see easily at this point, you see Flashheart flying up towards you. So you're on. You're on a collision course, and Flashheart's got Radiance is just glowing and filling the whole sky with this light, this beautiful golden light. Behind Flashheart, you can see Storm and Farotto coming up out, and then back behind them, you see descending at speed what looked to be a couple of giant eagle creatures. Not sure what that's about.
Sam, it's the Eagles.
But yeah, suddenly there's going to be a whole bunch of people converging on one place in the sky.
Well, let's see what a few stabs in the back does to her.
All right. So one thing
full
you can't
attack
do,
action.
you can't do a full attack action because you have to hold on.
But I'm attacking with the one-handed sword.
That's fine, but you can't use all of your claws. Or I'm assuming that if you are you locking your Glabrazoo hand on her or something?
Well,
You
I
have
got a
to
couple
hold on.
places there. Yeah, I'd have to normally to be able to grab with the Glabrazoo, I got to hit with it first.
Okay.
That was one attack I was going to do.
If you want to call it, I'll allow you that. And by virtue of being on top of her, you can just grab her with the Glabrazoo hand. Grab one of the hold on to her spinal cord.
And then give up that attack and just attack with the sword.
Right.
Okay, then that's
Well, what I can also tell you though is if you use your Glabrazoo hand in this way, she won't be able to knock you off.
Okay.
In the way that she did before.
So we'll say I do that.
All right.
And just do the sword attacks.
Okay.
Then can I do the sword attacks with two hands then?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's that's probably one of the huge benefits of having a third hand progelling out of your chest.
One of the many. You have no idea how much the ladies love a third hand.
Oh, I bet. All right, yeah, but you can use two-handed strikes. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so here comes the sword attacks. There's going to be 4 of them.
Okay, hold on. I got
maybe we'll do 3 for sure.
All right. All right, hold on. I don't know that that's going to be a hit. I have to go to get her thing. All right, that is a hit.
All right, second.
That's a miss.
All right, I'm going to try the third, and I'm probably not going to go any further.
No, that's a miss too.
All right.
Well,
So that's
very
one miss.
perilously close to a fumble.
And there is electrical damage behind this if she can take electrical damage.
All right, hold on. So I gotta check the immunities. She is not immune to electrical. Do you have a wait? Do you have a scale on you? One of Terendelev's scales.
No, I gave that to someone else.
Okay. All right. So 2 misses.
Oh,
damage.
sorry. It was the angel melded it into my sword.
You just made that up.
No, remember the sword was damaged and
That sounds like a peyote trip.
the precursor to whatever Matt is now, the
Herald.
Herald?
the herald.
You're talking back in the dungeon, or back in the prison.
Back in the prison.
The electric
Yes.
prison, or whatever it was.
And he took my scale and he made it so that the sword is now just good. It doesn't, I don't need to keep using the scale for it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. That's good to know. All right. So that much damage. Hold on.
Wait, hold on. A D6 extra then. Not a lot, but there you go.
What? All
Just
right.
a little bit of electricity damage.
Sounds
Just to be annoying. And now we know she has a armor class somewhere between 42 and 49.
Yes, she's growing after this this display of attacking. She is growing increasingly unhappy. All right, Flashheart, you're charging forward still, or are you? No, you're
No, you said
basically
actually be here this
stopping.
turn. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be here in a few moments. So you're basically hovering at this point.
Basically winding up Radiance like a Babe Ruth, on a baseball.
I'm glowing like a with whatever holy energy I have been imbued with here.
All right, so
extra bonus.
All right, so you are ready. You're essentially
Got my roll ready. Got
you're
ready to
essentially
go.
on op fire, which means that when Terendelev reaches you, she will attack, but you will attack at that point too.
Now I have haste on, right? So am I going to get 2 attacks, or am I going to get all my attacks?
You'll get all your attacks. Yeah.
All your attacks, which is your full attack action plus an additional attack at your highest bonus.
Okay.
And you have Blessing of Fervor, so your attacks are at pluses.
Yeah, your attacks have +2.
And when she gets to you, you're in Holy Aura.
Yeah, did you already smite her or not?
No,
No.
he's still got Holy Smite up.
Yeah, so I'm about to hit her with the smite. Hit her with the
Smite,
whammy.
smite gives you what, like a +7 to hit on top of that, and
Yeah.
plus like 16 damage or something.
Yeah, it's my yeah, the damage is going to be double, 16 times or 15 times 2, which or 15, right? It's 2 points
16.
per level.
We're 16.
So 32 points
times 2,
additional.
32 for the first round.
Yep.
Okay.
Bypassing all DR.
Okay. All right. So.
Les is preparing himself mentally for this moment.
Well, no, I think we have to. I think well, what I've started doing is making a different map. I'll be blunt. I did not expect this battle to take place in the air.
Yeah, you carefully arrange for this murder trap of cliff wave falling away. They're like, lift off!
all of my careful arrangements.
They're
So
like carriers over here just.
all right. So let's before we get to even that point, let's Bardos, you're up. What are you gonna do?
I got one more offensive spell, so I'm going to try it on this thing. So I need a DC
Okay.
25 fort save.
DC 25 fort save. What are you casting?
Disintegrate.
Oh, DC 25.
Can you show its hit points?
Oh yeah, sorry. Hold on a sec. It hasn't actually been hit by anything yet, so
Right.
it's at full. Okay, so we'll show that. Yep, there you go. Let me just pop this in here real quick. Also, this guy I forgot last time lost a little bit of bleed. You don't want to forget that. All right. Okay. So disintegrate. I need to make a fortitude save against Your DC, here it comes. 32, made it. So what happens?
And
Disintegrate.
only 19 to do that.
What was the
It still
DC
does
on it?
damage, but it's a lot less.
Yeah,
Like a whole lot
it's
less.
Can we assist on that?
20 points.
20 points. All right. So he's not happy about that. And your thought is that well, that wand begins to waver and maybe point back at you again.
It only does 5d6.
On a
save, on a
save,
successful
not
save.
half damage, is like
Yeah, it's nowhere near what it used to
something
be.
like that.
All these spells are pretty much worthless, honestly. I don't know how people can play aggressive sorcerers in this game, high level like this. There's all
I'm
the
finding
saves.
the same challenges. The spells are pretty weak.
Yeah.
You've got to use all the feats that allow you to like up your
Damage and
Yeah.
up your
have specialties with coal.
DCs, add to your needs to add to the DCs, needs to
Gotta use like.
You
feats.
mean like meta magic
Spells.
feats, like maximize spell, things like that?
maximize, you got to spell penetration.
I never
so
looked at
you
meta
can
magic. You do meta magic, Les?
Yeah, of course.
Shit, I've never looked at it. I always thought you didn't do it. Huh.
So I play a magic user in Bob's campaign, and I don't use very many meta magic feats, but I do like, well, quicken spell's fantastic. And what's the other one? Maximize spell is good because it maximizes if you're doing damage spells. It basically goes max
The only
damage
bad thing
every
about
time.
those, it takes like 4 levels higher.
Right.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah,
to
you
buy
have to
them.
memorize
And
fireball.
they're
like
kind of
8th level.
useless for wizard types. They're functional for like sorcerer types.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
what I'm hearing is that Les is very comfortable if we all come back with psionic characters this next.
You're in there. That's what I exactly what I took out of it, Matt.
Not sure I would be comfortable with that.
I want scanners the whole time, just blowing people's heads off.
Mm.
All right. Bardos, are you going to move or anything like that? Or are you going to stay there?
Nope. Trying to support Gato.
Okay. All right. Round 9. All right. There's a whole bunch of things going to happen. But what we have in the last 10 minutes of that we have tonight, we have a complex situation that I'll be perfectly blunt, I did not foresee. So we have essentially the party is divided into
Overestimated.
Different gradations of height.
2 parts. Well, so the party's divided into like 2 and a portion parts, right? So you have 2 guys in the building. Bardos and Gato are in the building. They are in combat with a creature inside the building. 2 creatures inside the building.
Mhm.
Then you have Fletcher, Flashheart, Storm, and by proxy Illendar and Farotto are in the air getting ready to fight Terendelev, essentially directly above this building, like 80 feet above this building. And then Lothar is 35 feet up. Yeah, sort of in between, right? In a position where he can support, I guess, theoretically, he could support both groups. That's a lot going on. So what I've done is I've put together a very quick, and I'm just going to scoot over there. This is a very quick isometric. You guys know how to use isometric maps for height, right?
Mhm.
All right. So what I'm going to do is essentially I'm going to move the characters who are flying, that are attacking Terendelev to
Apparently we just see a
one.
white screen, but
Yeah, well, there's nothing on there yet. So I'm gonna just start popping characters in here. So there's Gato and Illendar, and then I'm gonna get the Gryphons, and they're like up here, coming down. So they're heading that direction. Then you have
Don't forget the swarm.
the who? Who am I forgetting?
The swarm.
You said the swarm.
The ink spot, the dark.
Oh yeah, that's not going to be on this map. He's still like over a half a mile away.
Okay.
And then you have here, which is Flashheart, a little bit higher and a little bit rear. I think actually you guys are very close to being at the same height. So about there. And then, sorry, this is taking so long. Go here.
Unless if you, I mean, we've only got 8 minutes left. Since we're making this more complex, if you need to wait until next time and get the multiple maps ready, you can do that too.
Well, I might need to. I mean,
It's stopping sport. I mean, now we're just all waiting to engage again.
Yeah, we're effectively at a stopping point.
yeah.
So if you wanted to do this and make these accurate where they're at, and
Or
Yeah,
just
you
tell
know
us
what?
where you want us to be.
You know what? If you guys are okay with that, I would.
Let's
I would prefer
pause.
to do it that way. Wait, I gotta.
Pause, yeah.
and that
Hold
way
on,
you
I
got time to
gotta-
make these
I
accurate.
gotta.
right?
I gotta do that. So that's fun. All right. So yeah. So this is pretty crude, but this is essentially what we're looking at right now. Is and I'm gonna move everything over so we have some room to maneuver here. Oops, I'm on the wrong thing. So I'm just gonna move everybody over into the middle. So basically, you've got. Before we leave, I just want to line this out in my head real quick. Basically, you have Terendelev and Fletcher, which are going here. You have Flashheart, which is standing still, but you have Storm, which is moving. I'm assuming something like this. Is that accurate? Do you guys see that?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, is that more or less accurate?
Pretty much, yeah. Storm is behind Flashheart, comes behind him to basically jump in the fight once the Terendelev and Flashheart engage.
And then the Griffins are headed this way because Farotto, Jennifer, remind me, you essentially wanted the Griffins to attack Terendelev from above,
Come down.
and come down on top of him, correct?
yeah, kind of like when they get here, the Griffins
Right.
come down here.
They just kind of like drop on top of him.
But that was before Fletcher was on their back. But I guess they can still attack his wings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you have a way to get out of that position, Fletcher, if we're able to hurt this creature.
I'm
can
fine.
Fly? You fly? Yeah, you fly.
You
He
can
flies.
fly.
So he could just fall off the side and fly away,
Yeah,
Yep.
so that's what I was thinking. I just
or he could unhook his Glabrezu hand and go straight up.
Does it come off like that? I thought it was permanently attached.
No, he's
No, unhook
basically
it from her,
he's-
not me.
He's basically got it. Basically, the Glabrezu hand, the way I'm envisioning it
Attached
is
from her, I was thinking, I was
it's-
thinking that he could pull it off his own body.
he's sitting on her spinal column essentially, and he's basically the Glabrezu hand is reaching down and is grabbing one of those what are the vertebrae and grabbed onto it and latched onto it, which essentially is just keeping him from flying off. But that's how I'm sort of envisioning that Fletcher
I'm
is hanging out.
imagining he looks a lot like Slim Pickens at the end of Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
you're Slim Pickens right now. Woo!
All right, so this is kind of how I'm envisioning the aerial battle right now. But then if we go back to the ground battle, and I'm going to put everybody who's in the aerial battle on the GM layer so they're not thing. So I guess my first question is, Lothar, what are you doing?
Well, like you said, I'm trying to support both. So I should be included on the aerial battle,
So you should be on the area battle. Okay.
but I should also be included on the ground battle
All right. So then it looks
because
like
Astrid is down here
correct.
and I can move her and cast spells through her.
Oh, good point. Good point. Excellent point. So what I'm going to do is you're about 55 feet below them right now. So
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everybody and move them up a little bit, and then you're down like here.
Okay, I can't see what you're doing because you're on the area.
Oh, we're on
the
the
other
wrong
layer, yeah.
thing. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
No, I got you. Like right there. Can you see yourself?
No.
Down bottom left corner.
Well, in the ground picture, I'm further east than Flashheart. So why am I so far west? I get that I'm lower.
Okay, you think you should be more west? Oh yeah, you should be. Yeah, you're right. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me
More
Let me-
east.
more east. Yeah, that's
More
what I meant.
east.
You
Yeah.
can't get more west.
Well, I could, but then I'd be off the map entirely. So I should be to the right. Let's do it this way. I should be
So,
to the
like-
right of Flashheart.
To the right of Flashheart.
According to the other map,
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're below and down there. So okay. I don't know why it is doing this. I
You
hate
can get rid of my lines less. I was trying to find a way to erase them. I can put them in, but never gonna erase them. I don't know why.
All right. We're gonna
so
take
I'm-
yeah, we're gonna just leave your wings alone. No
yeah,
wings.
forget the wings. So
Yeah,
I'm
it
to the
was
right
cute.
of Flashheart
It was cute while it lasted.
and to the north of him.
Yep. And to the north too. Okay, hold on. That
Yeah.
changes things too.
If you
So
look at
that
the other
means
map,
you would be like over here, but that'll make it look like you are under it. So it would be more like these 3D maps are terrible. Sort of like there. No,
You
that's
just
too
do a
high.
regular top-down map and then just
Actually, like
have a
right
number
here.
with each person on what their elevation is.
yeah, north. There we go. That looks more like my relationship to the distance to Flashheart.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's gonna take me some time to get this right so that we can do in 3D. This isometric map's not gonna work.
Okay.
Thanks,
But we'll get it sorted.
Well, you got a month to figure it out, so.
Yeah, it's a good point. So all right. All right, good fighting tonight. This was awesome. I hope
Yeah.
you guys had fun. And I think
Yeah.
next time we're gonna see some really interesting things happen.
Hey,
Yeah, I was
Les,
looking,
hang
I
on.
was gonna get a chance. to
Les,
ask
hang
Mike
on for just
earlier,
a
but-
minute.
Okay, we'll do.
Blood will rain
Hey,
down.
hey, Les, did you watch my my Bard video I sent you?
I did. I love that guy.
Did you guys see this video, guys?
What video?
I'll send it to everybody.
Posted
Okay,
on
send it to me.
Facebook. I saw it. It was fun.
Loot that body, loot that body. All right.
I'll send
Yeah,
it to
send it.
everybody for those of you guys who haven't seen it. But it was funny.
All
I
right.
just haven't I've got like 20 texts I haven't answered because I've been busting my ass all weekend. So
Here, I'm-
Yeah.
but
All right.
okay, all right. So we'll stop there. Thank you guys. This was awesome.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm looking forward to next time because frankly I shudder to think of what kind of craziness is gonna happen. All right.
These are what the bards will sing about. All right.
Yeah.
Adios.
Cool. All right. Thanks you guys.
Hi, everybody.
All right,
See ya.
guys. Good night.